within us. We don't.
But Zach is here to make sure none of that happens,
Has
right,
Jake
Zach?
Crowder played in every playoff game, playoff year that he's been in the league?
Ever.
It seems like Jake Crowder is always in the playoffs. Am I wrong about this?
Yeah, he always is. That's where he lives. He lives in the postseason.
JJ Redick missed the playoffs for the first time in his career this year. You know, JJ Redick's what is he pushing 40? JJ Redick's like 36 years old.
You know that Stan underestimated JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Stan made it very difficult for JJ Redick to be a starter. Stan, you were making fun of Stan off air.
Hey, what does Stan know about basketball? He drafted Stanley Johnson. He passed on Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell because he needed to have Stanley Johnson.
Who did he get that made him passing on Bam Adebayo? Like
Stanley Johnson.
No. Is that the same year?
Yeah, same year.
Yep.
It's a terrible draft. Terrible job.
Wow, Redick is 36, Mike. You blew my mind right there. That's I had JJ Redick at like 29.
Yeah, and it feels like he can play for another 5 years too.
He's already preparing for a media career, though.
He's doing great. He's doing great stuff. That's a good podcast that he has with Tommy Alter. Buckets.
I mean, this Jimmy Butler.
You gonna say that for every basket? Buckets.
Anytime Jimmy Buckets.
Every time Jimmy Buckets makes a basket.
What other sort of twitches in your fandom will we see
I
here?
don't know. They'll just sort of come out of me.
Wordplay, nice.
I know. I noticed that too, Chris. Synergy.
There's a lot of people watching us.
Oh, look at this ball movement. This is gorgeous.
Here he comes. Here,
no,
more ball movement. Much ball movement. Oh,
jump ball.
Jump ball. Oh, jump ball.
Wow, look at that. Mike Ryan's balls movement. There was Mike Ryan jumped up. He was so excited by
pretty. One extra pass, though.
Like
14
15 extra
passes to get a jump ball.
The extra pass makes the difference, guys.
Where is it?
That's gorgeous basketball. That's the mistake right there.
That's the best basketball
Yeah,
Dan's
you
ever
should.
seen.
Can it be gorgeous
that jumper there.
basketball?
That extra pass, yeah.
Dan, how do you rate that play in terms of like 0 to 10? Like that's like a 9, that play?
You're going to keep this up, Chris?
I mean, Duncan passed up a 3 for a 2.
What was that? Come on, Duncan. Don't you understand how basketball's played
Look who's
now?
on the perimeter right now. Look who's on the perimeter right now.
Just got blown past and one foul.
Look at that comeback, though.
Guard Miles Turner and Malcolm Brogdon.
Look at that comeback, says the Pro-Am player.
You like that? Way to get back on defense, Bam.
He did. He got back on defense.
Growing his hair out. I like it.
Why is Lorenzo telling me to go on Twitch? I mean, what is happening?
You're on Twitch, just not on the actual platform. You're on it.
Let's try to bump these numbers up. I'm looking at how many people are watching us. Hey, if you're watching us right now, go tell a friend. Text a friend the link. Let's double these numbers. Let's go. Let's get this up to 10,000.
Oh, you're
There you go.
disappointed that 5,000 people, it's not enough. Like, because we're new to this game.
I mean, if you don't have time for a playoff game at 1:27
Right.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Let us know where you guys are at in the chat. Hey, tell us where you're at. If you're at work right now, tell us what state you're in. Come on, join in. Join in on the fun with us.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there, Chris.
Chris, are you on Twitch?
I am.
Wow. Is there a whole new world there?
Oh,
Should I go-
everyone slow down. Do it. Now the comments are coming in way too fast. You guys need to space out these comments a little bit, all right? You need to.
That's
what I'm
when you
saying.
have 5,000 people, the comments are just going to be
But
really
if you
fast.
just look, if we just send out the link, they can just tell us in and out, boom, boom, and then go, and we don't have to do all the reading.
It's a big jump ball.
This guy's working in Missouri. This guy's working in Texas, Pittsburgh. He's in
Oh,
Philadelphia.
come on. I mean,
Was he Paul?
I mean, he went off a Pacers knee.
I mean, geez, a little home cooking. Referees.
It hasn't stopped being funny.
Well, but this is the Stugatz gift, right? Because Stugatz, TJ Warren. What are you guys rooting for from TJ Warren? Are you rooting for him to like have terrible games, okay games?
50 burger.
Yeah.
Root for a fight.
Whoa, geez.
45 on any given night. That's all we root for. I mean, that's it.
Oh boy.
basketball.
Malcolm Brogdon. Did we just kind of forget about him all of a sudden?
Yeah, when I was giving my rankings, I actually like Brogdon more than TJ.
Brogdon's nice.
Did him dirty.
It was a weird list you put together, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, bucket.
Oh,
What was that?
My list was Oladipo second behind
Sabonis,
Sabonis
yeah.
first, Oladipo second, Miles Turner, and then TJ Warren. Quite honestly, I did Malcolm Brogdon dirty because I like him better than TJ Warren.
Is he going to be one of the more forgettable rookie of the years that
Michael
we go back and be like, oh
Carter-Williams.
damn, rookie of the year? That's right, like
Michael
Michael
Carter-Williams.
Carter-Williams.
It was a rookie of the year. That was a bad year.
Remember when he was supposed to be the evolution of basketball, and we're like, this is it, the point guard, 6'7", it's amazing, and now he's God only knows where. I think he played with me the other day.
Sixers don't know crap. Man.
Oh, Mike's been enjoying that. Why don't you? Mike has been hammering. He's been hammering. Mike has been hammering the Sixers on Twitter. I didn't say anything, Mike.
You said the F word.
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah, I heard you.
I've been hammering the
We'll get
Celtics.
the tape. Yeah, Sixers are a loser franchise. Telling me how to run a basketball organization when no one in our lifetime has seen them win.
Guys, don't be freaked out. We are halfway through the first quarter. We only have about 3 hours left.
Dan and
wow.
I, in our lifetime, Dan and I have we've seen
Yeah, they
them.
were good in the 80s. They're good. What do I know? I'm a snot-nosed kid.
Right, so anything 80s.
Oh, but Stugotz, did you love those teams? Because I love those 80s Sixers. I could probably name more of those 80s Sixers than I can these Pacers. Let's see.
Probably my favorite non-Nick team is that Sixers team.
All right, so let's see what we've got there. Hold on a second. Last
Mo
time,
Cheeks.
the last time the Sixers won, Mo Cheeks was the point guard. Andrew Toney was the shooting guard.
Yeah,
Moses Malone was
Malone.
the center. Bobby Jones, was he a sixth man or was he their
Bobby
power
Jones
forward?
was the sixth man. Dr. J was the small
J.
forward.
Yeah.
What was it, 1980?
Yeah, that was the Sixers team that made its way into like the Lakers and the Celtics and
They'd lose in the Eastern Conference Finals and they grabbed Moses Malone and have one of the great all-time years.
That
And
was
Yeah.
5-5-5.
4-4-4.
444. Yeah.
Dr. J's title and then broke it up.
Who else? Could you name another person on that team, Stugotz?
Billy
Another-
Cunningham, I believe, was on that
Oh,
team.
no, was he?
He's a coach of that team, right? Mo Cheeks, Tony, Clint Richardson. The weird
I don't
one.
remember him.
But,
I don't remember.
Wow, you guys have an incredible memory. Now start naming members of today's Orlando Magic.
Well, good luck with that.
The Russian? Well, no, we could do the Magic because we just saw them beat the Bucks somehow. With
Markelle
Fournier
Fultz.
being terrible.
Fultz, yeah, he's playing
Wasn't he
pretty well
good?
too.
He was good. Didn't he shut down Middleton?
Yeah,
Fultz was
I
good.
like it.
Remember, Stephen A. Smith put an APB out for Chris Middleton.
let's see how that reacts tonight. See where he's at.
The Heat were up by 10, right? Already.
Yeah.
Rose-
Who had that stat today?
It was yesterday. I told you that the Miami Heat have blown 16
More-
10-point
more
leads.
10-point leads than anybody
Yeah,
in the
most
league.
in the league. So this would qualify if they lose this game. They led by 10.
What kind of stat is that?
It's a game of runs.
One of
Yeah.
the Killers know.
It's a game of runs.
Why is the NFL a game of inches, but the
Jesus
NBA
Christ,
is not a
man.
game of inches?
That is true.
Because
They both be a game of inches.
because the
They're-
NBA is a make or miss league.
They're
Yeah,
actually
it's
all
basically, yeah.
games of inches. They're all game of inches. All of them.
Yeah.
Other than the Pacers, they couldn't even sell out a home playoff game. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Unless you're in Canada, then it's
It's gonna
like
keep
meters.
lobbing those grenades from the.
What does Indiana style mean? That's like one of their marketing campaigns. Indiana style. Is this a way to make ribs? I don't understand what Indiana style is.
White people playing basketball, basically.
What is Indiana known for culinarily? Do we know?
Yeah, it's St. Elmo's.
St. Elmo's, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have
Spicy
you gotta have
cocktail
shrimp.
sauce.
Yeah, the spicy cocktail sauce.
That's it.
Yep, there you go. We covered it.
I mean, yeah, that's it.
Michael Jackson was born there. Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
So was Freddie.
Miles,
Hey, all right.
Miles turnover with the elbow.
Guys, we have a surprise guest in the waiting room.
Boom.
Oh boy, I gotta give him his proper introduction.
Oh, no.
I do.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Time to talk basketball.
Yes.
Basketball.
Yes.
He'll teach you basketball.
This is very exciting.
Expert in basketball.
This is the closest we're going to have Allison back on the show, by the way.
you wonder why they cut you guys off air.
Hey, hang on. I realize that it's all playing off the same pot. So if I fade down the music, I also fade down Amin Hassan.
So just wait for a second. I mean,
There you go.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Congratulations on the introduction. I mean, where is Allison?
Maine.
Bangor, Maine.
I love the idea that Dan had just noticed for the first time Allison isn't around. Where is Allison? I haven't seen her.
Hey, what's up, Amin? You look good.
You're going to have to get an Afro pick there, I mean.
I mean, honestly, let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this. Hold on a second. hold on. Let's talk about this because has anyone at Sports Center said Amin clean it up? Like, has anyone at ESPN? Is there trying to tell us? I mean, are you doing this on purpose? Like, are you rebelling against the company by going on air, giving basketball opinions that people are looking at on television and
like
saying
Reggie
to themselves,
Watts.
what the hell happened to that guy?
I'm glad you brought that up because I believe nobody at CBS or Corden has ever brought up how Reggie Watts looks. They just accept it and accept him for the genius that he is. And I would like the same.
You look so
You're not a genius, I mean.
Reggie Watts.
He also came into TV looking like that.
Mike.
That's a good
Hey,
point,
Dan, I'll
Roy.
give you a great name. The 82-83 Sixers, great name. Mark Ivoroni, Levitard.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about
Ivoroni's my guy, man. He was an assistant coach with us in Phoenix.
Okay.
pick that name up off the ground.
Well, we didn't give him a lot to work with. We just tossed the Mark Ivoroni fish in his lap and said, do something with it, Amin. Entertain the people.
Let me DM
I have
Kevin
no
Durant.
signal. I'm currently not watching the game with everyone.
Mike, did you enjoy seeing Jimmy Butler in this Michelob Ultra commercial? Did you enjoy seeing one of your guys on national television in a commercial?
Oh, it's one of his guys now? Oh, that's nice. That's interesting. That's fascinating.
I wasn't looking. I didn't know that he had Michelob Ultra commercial.
Oh, it's such a good commercial. The Hall & Oates song.
Hall &
so
Oates,
good.
yeah.
It's
Fuck
almost
yeah.
like what do they call that thing when someone gets endorsements and is an all-star and turns a franchise? Superstar, I believe is the word. Maybe I don't know.
Mhm.
Are we saying Michelob Ultra superstar level?
No, we are not.
You know,
It's a national beer commercial.
It is. Snoop Dogg's doing Coronas though, which would we put that ahead of Michelob's?
It was so
Yes,
funny.
yes, we can. Yes.
It was so funny watching Snoop Dogg hold that Corona in that commercial. It's like he's never had a bottle of beer before his entire life.
Probably
was,
because he
holding
hasn't.
it. He had like all his fingers around the ring. It was so funny the way he was holding it. Exactly.
He clearly doesn't drink beer.
With a robe on the beach. I love it.
Also, by the way, Corona, I feel like post March 2020, that is the lowest level of commercial you can get.
You know that they had a serious meeting. They're like, are we shifting here? Are we just going to push through this and keep Corona? Or are we just going to change it all? And they were like, you know what? We're sticking through this. We will make it
Double
through.
down.
Is Amin's point correct? Like the idea that if you get a commercial, you're a star. Like who's the worst sports type person?
Ryan Arakpo.
Is that the worst? Where he's got
Wow, that's a good one.
Cupcakes.
That's really good.
No,
Yeah.
Anytime they have to say who the person is in the commercial. Oh, is that Brian Arakpo from the blah blah blahs? Yeah.
Chris Humphries. Chris Humphries was in a
Ooh, that's a
football
good
What
commercial.
did he do, a rap go? Did he go or something, Mike?
Celebrity transcended basketball.
Then it was
Yeah.
just post Kardashian though.
But once you're post Kardashian, you get the Kardashian bump. Technically, Lord Disick is post Kardashian.
Was Brian Arakpo the one in the Kia commercial on the Super Bowl? There was a Super Bowl commercial where the dude was driving around his old neighborhood, and I was like, "Who the? Can I cuss?
No.
Good
All right.
recommendation.
Yeah.
No,
Who the hell
no,
is
no.
Who the hell is this guy?
That one's so good
oh.
because I know what you're talking about, but I don't know that person's name. So that
I
would
still don't know his name.
qualify as the winner.
Someone had to tell me after the fact, oh, he's an NFL player. I said, you want to give me some signage, some name plate, something so I can know these things?
You look unrecognizable.
I think the Arakpo commercial was a Geico commercial. He was talking to a caveman.
I mean, this is what I'm telling you. If I were putting together a children's show and I needed a cartoon talking shrub, it would look like your face.
You look like Groot.
What would your children's show look like, Dan? Just let's fill out the rest of the children's show.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, be careful. Be careful.
Did anyone ask for the Motorola Razr to come back, or how do we decide that?
Is
was
it
gonna
touchscreen
happen?
now or no?
I don't know. I googled it. I thought a Razr was like a Samsung or something, but it's back.
The
It's
next,
definitely not a Samsung.
next iPhone's got to be one that we can fold.
Well, that's
Yeah?
what this
Why
is,
is
the
it
Motorola Razr.
Why are you guys so obsessed with folding phones? I never
Yeah.
get this.
I don't know, man.
Getting too big.
Good answer.
Like we don't need it. We don't need it.
I mean, Sugats, I forgot you were in this Zoom.
Oh, hey, Sugats.
Game. I mean, I can't get it on HD or SD. I'm now watching it on the computer. This is amazing.
The
Don't worry,
Heat,
Sugats. I'm way behind
the
though.
Heat
so.
down 3 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Down
Mike,
3.
are you
Wow.
getting mad at Jimmy Butler? Not a lot of touch around the rim in this one, Mike.
I think we got a little too cute with the passing, man. You know, that Duncan Robinson missed 3. Why would he of all people should know that Duncan Robinson shouldn't be passing up an open look from 3?
Mhm.
I mean, why don't you give the people some good analysis on what you've seen here in this first quarter? Because Amin knows basketball, even though he looks like a cartoon talking shrub.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I just tuned in maybe moments before I logged into the Zoom because I was helping my kids with their distance learning. But from what
Aw.
I've seen, as the Heat get beat on the offensive glass another time, I'd like to see a little bit more effort crashing the boards on the defensive end because they're playing small.
Oh wow, that's
Dragon.
Oh, wow.
Dragon, man.
Goran. Goran can get people to bite on that move until the end of time, but he will also get referees to not call people biting on that move till the rest of the time.
True
What score
story.
do you guys have? Where are you in the game right now? So I can make sure I'm in the same place.
I have 24-21 Pacers with 144 left.
Dragic,
Yeah.
Going at the line.
Yeah.
go ahead, Amin.
True story. I got Dragic to bite on that very same move. It was on the practice court.
Oh,
And he
Oh,
said,
look
let's
at
let-
this.
And then I did this. I pulled the Dragic on him
You
and he
did
bit
not.
on it. I laid it up and then I ran out the practice facility.
Wow.
You've escalated from name drops to now you're actually
Oh, yeah.
outplaying the players.
Now he's
Oh no.
name drops to actually dropping names in practice.
There's a give and a take there, Dan. You know, for every story of me being crushed by a Shaq screen, I gotta have one where I got Dragic to
But
bite
we
on.
were, we were talking before you came on here about like how rare is it, and I don't know what your experience was with the Suns, but how rare is it for someone like Spo to exist? Someone who can go from video coordinator actually to like the power in the organization where you're running the place 20 years later.
I mean, there's a few examples of that. It's not uncommon. You know, Fizz was a video coordinator. Mike Brown was a video coordinator. David Griffin was a video coordinator. I want to say Frank Vogel was a video coordinator.
Oh, it
So
happens
it's-
all the time, is what you're saying.
No, in their organization where you
Just continuously.
I'm talking about a guy never leaves, that he's able to actually go in the organization from basically interning, because those
Yeah.
jobs are awful, to being
Oh.
somebody who's running the place. Like how
The-
often does that who else
the-
is somebody who's running the organization they began in and they've never worked anywhere else?
That's a tough one because the rarity isn't that it was a video coordinator that moved all the way up. The rarity is that it's an employee of a team who just stays. And that's kind of the Miami thing, is that you get in there and then you never leave. And some people say you never leave and that's against your will. You have to stay. But that is a Miami thing, because all the examples I think of are what everyone kind of strives to do in this industry, which is you get a job, you work your way up, and then somebody ahead of you gets hired somewhere else. And then that's when your career diverges. Either you go with that person to be on their staff and you get a raise and a bump in title because of that, or everyone takes a step to the right to fill in the slot that guy just left.
The reason
And
I
that's how
asked-
you get your raise.
The reason I asked the question is because imagine how weird this is. And I actually haven't talked to Riley about this. but I should because, and that's a name drop. But this is like what do you do with the idea of Pat Riley has seen Nick Harrison since he was a ball boy, Eric Spoelstra since he's the video coordinator working for him, and now they've got 2/5 of the vote in the place. They can double up on him because of the way the Heat do business. It's 5 people making the decisions. And Pat Riley's only used to working for Mickey Harrison. That's the boss, Mickey Harrison. The reason I was asking you about how rare it is because of the idea of imagine the tension that you'd have in any workplace if the ball boy and the intern are the guys who come, and when you're arguing about things or trying to make a trade or not making a trade or what happened publicly, you're arguing with people who are in the power structure have now gotten to be your peers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I see what you're saying, but I think part of it, especially when we talk about Spo, the journey is so long that I don't think people remember that stuff. I don't think people remember him not being what he is right now, or at least at the assistant coach level. You talk about when was Spo a video coordinator, man? That was.
But I'm saying he came up through the whole organization. When Riley was the coach and in charge, Spo was just retrieving things for him, like, whatever, getting coffee. And the idea, like when I've talked to Riley, Riley is combative. Riley will get in Alonzo Mourning's face and it'll be a bleep you back stuff. And there are times that Spoelstra is willing to just, Riley's coming around, knocking on the hotel room door with wine bottles, and Spoelstra is saying, get the hell out of here. Like, I don't want to talk right now. Right. And it's just, to me, that power structure is interesting.
So for Pat, you're saying for Pat specifically, so that's a different story. I think for the people in the organization, they don't know any better. But for Pat, yeah, that's got to be weird. But again, Pat was also 74. So at some point, everyone around him started as something lesser than. There are very few people in that organization who came in with roses and red carpets. They're all people who started somewhere humbly and worked their way up. You talk about Dan Craig. You talk about Eric Glass. You talk about all those people in that organization, on that staff and in that front office. They all started at a low level, and Pat came in basically as the president of the team. So to me, it's less of a question about, wow, how cool is that for Spo and Nick, and more of, wow, how cool is that Pat is able to evolve with the people that he's growing with.
Stugotz, there's some requests in the chat for Finney. I don't know if that's doable at any point.
I will try to find Finney in a minute. It's pouring where I am right now, so my guess is he's hiding somewhere because he's afraid of the thunder and the. Your dogs are the same.
Hey, Finney should get over it. How old is Finney?
Finney's old, man.
Stugotz, why don't you give the listeners some intimate looks that we haven't actually asked you enough questions about Finney. Finney's been a part of the show for 6 months. And we don't, the first time any of us saw him was, what are you shaking your finger no at? I mean,
I have a theory. There is no Finney.
Oh no,
that's just a soundboard that he
Wow.
does when he wants to like misdirect or kind of take attention away from something else. Hit a button, hear some barking, oh, Finney. And then we talk about Finney for 10 minutes and we forget about the thing that we wanted to talk to Stugotz about.
That's a good theory. There is a dog though. I promise you, I will find it. It's something I would do. I'm not denying that I wouldn't do that.
I hope that we
distract him from a previous mistake.
Stugotz, tell me that the goal here for wherever it is that we end up as a radio show, I hope is in a place that whenever it's over, however it's over, the people who were listening on the last show are like, was any of that real? Like, I don't know whether that was true or
like
not.
The Hills. That's how The Hills ended.
Was that
They're waking up from a dream?
Were they serious? Were they not serious? Like, where nothing is known, where you don't know if the dog exists or not, or if it ever existed. Was it always all a lie? Like, if we could somehow figure out how to make that the punctuation on this, it would be, because good almighty, we've had this run in radio is crazy. The run that we've had.
Yeah.
There's no Stugotz. Like he has no family. Like everyone's just been an actor in his life.
There's never been a lacrosse tournament.
There are no daughters. There's no wife. None of it.
There's no bat mitzvah.
Make it sound like we're waking up from a dream. Just continuing life like it never
Just,
happened.
just a note for everybody in this right now. Don't write in the chat unless you want everyone on Twitch to see it, because Mike wrote in the chat, "I'm going to pee," and it popped up on the Twitch. So just in case.
and
just
then
want
you-
I
everyone
hope
to
he
know
has
that.
fun in the bathroom.
And then you texted, "Hey, can everybody read this?"
Well, that was like a joke for the people in the chat.
Oh,
That was
okay.
for the Twitch people, actually.
Oh,
Right.
Man, if we're not on the actual Twitch, I don't care about Lorenzo because I already know that he's mad. Like, our listeners mad that we're not on the actual Twitch.
Well, we are on Twitch.
What does
do
that mean?
What's that? Yeah, what does that mean?
He keeps texting me, Twitch, 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 and I keep responding, shut up, shut up, shut up. I mean, I don't-
Oh, you're
Dan
there. I
really
can see you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice, Dan. Little chat play, little chat game. Nice.
Dan's
Oh,
literally a
God.
10-year-old.
Well, you know what I was gonna do, but Mike won't let me curse. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna curse right there. I was going, instead of "I'm going to pee," I was gonna curse there, and I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up because Mike Ryan doesn't want another viral moment on here.
Thanks,
Don't
Dan.
it.
He's scared of the viral moments. Dan Levitard of ESPN curses when he watches sports.
Sounds like you guys are afraid of the wrong virus.
We need one more person in here to really complete the Brady Bunch box thing.
Good God. I'm
And invite someone famous in here. I invited my dad,
oh,
but
why'd
he
you tell
claims
them?
God.
I want to invite Mark Ivaroni in here.
my dad is
Ooh,
covering the game.
Amin, why don't you invite Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Let me see if he's available.
Dan, flex on us right now. Who's the most famous person you can get in here? Pat Sajak. Let's go.
Say something very mean.
Barkley?
But if he joins, you have to tell him what you said on air about his analysis being terrible.
Yeah.
His analysis is Stugatzian. Well, Amin would actually could speak to this because Charles is like Stugats. I mean, he could say whatever and it doesn't stick to him. He says a jump shooting team can't win the championship. Golden State does. It doesn't stick to him. Now he's saying Portland's going to win in a sweep and he's wandering around with a broom and it doesn't matter if the Lakers win the next one. He'll say the next thing the next time and none of it ever sticks to him. I've never met an athlete like that dude that has gotten away over decades with everything he gets away with.
There's a reason why he's the highest paid person in basketball media. Like, because of that, because he's so eminently likable
Who's
that he
second?
can say literally what?
Who's second? Who's the second highest paid? Is it Kenny? Or is it
No,
Jack.
no.
Ernie.
It's Perk.
Pierce.
Does Amin know the list? Like, do you know who's second? Like, what?
I can make an educated guess of
I
who's
think it's
second.
Kenny. I think it's
I don't
Kenny.
think it's Kenny.
Are we
It's
talking
not
about
Shaq.
Are we talking about in
Mike, are you
studio host?
taking Ernie Johnson out of the equation? Like, what are you doing?
I think it might be Ernie, to be honest with you.
Ernie more than Kenny?
I think so.
That show is so good.
It's amazing what happens when you have producers that don't get in the way all the time.
Careful, Amin.
Yeah.
Thing to go viral.
I think that was a shot at me.
I know it was.
I mean, he's off
The Jet.
Score.
They are killing them on the glass. You can't go with this super small lineup if you're not going to clash.
You see that? They're trapping out of bio at half court.
Like he's Lillard.
This is crazy.
Wow, good move there.
Dragic is the best. How does that song go? Point guard in the league.
He's the wild-
Dragic is
we
the
can all
best.
agree
Best.
Goran is the wild card on this team, right? He's the wild card.
Amin, no. Hassan says.
Good contest, Goran.
What happened, Roy? You bailed on it?
Oh, look
I
at
forgot the rest of it.
you're the singer in our group. I thought you would.
Oh yeah, but I gotta remember the lyrics and I failed on that.
I like TJ McConnell. Nice little player.
Remember had that game winner one time?
Playing on the Pacers.
Oh!
Get out of here.
See, this is what happens when you are a nice little player. Was that not him? That was the
No,
other white
no,
guy.
yeah.
That was McDermott.
Oh,
That was the night-
McDermott's on the Pacers?
That was the nicest block ever.
I saw
Buckets is
that
on
the
the
other day.
Pacers.
When he came out the other day, I'm like, that McDermott? Is it the same McDermott from before? How old is McDermott?
got to be close. I want to say 29 years old, 30 years old.
Something like that.
I was.
The Pacers lead the NBA history in TJs, huh?
He's 28, Mike.
Yes, they do.
TJ Ford, TJ McConnell, TJ Warren.
I think I saw something like they have the only TJs
they have
ever to
all the
play in the NBA.
TJs.
You got all the TJs.
No, not all of them. TJ Ford is the only one they haven't had, right?
Oh, they got to
Wait,
go
they
after him.
have had TJ Ford.
They had TJ Ford.
Wow, they had all.
Thank you.
There's one of the
Chris, did you want? Is there anything in that chat that would be interactive with people that they might enjoy asking Amin or anybody?
I'm doing little things like they're telling me to dance and I'm dancing. So like I'm doing little things to interact with them. But hey, send in your questions. But the last time I did this, they started coming in way too fast.
It's too much. You can't do it. That way.
I'll pick some stuff out. I'll interact.
You don't
with the
you don't have
chat.
to answer all the questions. You just
Thank you,
whatever
Amin.
questions you look at.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was real pretty.
I mean, what's Tyler Hero going to be?
Whose ceiling is higher? I mean, Zach
Ooh,
Levine's or Tyler Hero's?
I don't know if Tyler Hero's ceiling will ever reach what Zach LaVine is right now. Having said that, I think Tyler Hero right now is more of a contributor to winning than Zach LaVine has ever been in his career.
Hit that.
Iguodala, Mike. Does it hurt every time that you see him do something because you want so badly to question
I'm not rooting
him?
against him. Look, it's been the Jay Crowder trade, and I've been told that this is the time that this Andre Iguodala trade would pay off. Or depending on whether or not you speak to Amin Elhassan, the trade already paid off because it got Justice Winslow off the books and it was a longer play. So, like, let's see what Iguodala does in the postseason. This is where he's supposed to make his contributions, right?
It is absolutely, a lot of it was contract structuring, being able to be free by the end of 2021. And other part of it is, remember, this is a very young Miami Heat team. They need guys to teach these guys about these moments. Even if Iguodala isn't going to be the one who's hitting big shots or making big blocks or whatever, he is accelerating the development of Bam, of Tyler Hero, of Kendrick Nunn, of Derrick Jones Jr., all these young guys.
You can see how he directs the ball movement, even when the ball's not in his hand. He's communicating a lot. When he's on the floor, he's communicating more than anybody else.
Now you could argue, you know, is he worth that? Whatever they paid him, that's a lot of money to do just that. That's fine, but also you realize they weren't going to do anything within those 2 years anyway.
It's a team option.
Yeah.
There's no.
That's why.
There's no way they pick it up. The win that they made publicly that I think his agent sold was if all their other deals fall through, they'll bring him back, but they're aiming high. So if they don't get Giannis, I'm going to get my money. And it's just not going to work out that way.
Well, let's play this game because right now they're playing a team that has at least one player who's been linked to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you guys if all of this was so that Victor Oladipo becomes a Miami Heat player?
I mean, there's a Dwayne Wade connection because they both played for Tom Crean, right? And Dwayne Wade has always been sort of a mentor to Victor Oladipo. It does seem like Oladipo, when he went to shake hands, there's been all sorts of rumors that he aspired.
You read into the handshake, didn't you? You read into it.
No, he made a big deal. I mean, back me up on this. Back me up on this. He made it a point to go across the court and just be like the lone pacer shaking hands with members of the Miami
Like Ray Allen when he was with the Celtics, like when Ray Allen did that.
I mean, only this was a regular season game. I'll read into it. I think he's one of these Dwayne Wade guys, and Agent Dwayne might be working.
Okay, Amin, though, let me ask you this, because he looked super slow to me in the last game, and I don't know how healthy he is. That injury is a bad one. Like, I would have wanted Oladipo before. Now seeing TJ Warren take all of the Oladipo usage rate, I wouldn't want him as much right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the other guys who have had that injury, you look at Kawhi Leonard, you look at, that's an injury that takes a while for a guy to get back to full strength. It takes a while for him to recover. I mean, I think that's the beauty of you wouldn't have to make this decision for another year, is you get to see how he develops and continues in his recovery. Because remember, at a point, he was trying not to play in the bubble. And then they told him, well, you ain't gonna get paid. And then at which point, it's like, you know what? My knee kind of feels good. You know, I can do this. So I have to assume, at least partially, that he would rather not be playing right now.
I was told in the pre-show meeting, that if the word usage rate was said at any point, I should jump in and just derail us. So, I mean, the chat is asking, what will your starting 5 of Star Wars characters be?
Oh, okay. Well, Darth Vader is definitely in the starting lineup.
What position?
Darth Vader would
be
be
the center. No, he's got
Small
my
ball
center.
lineup.
Center.
No, that's
center.
Chewbacca, man.
Chewbacca's the center. He's right. Chewbacca's the center.
Oh, you're assuming that Chewbacca's in my starting 5.
Ooh.
How can he not?
Wow.
He's an outdated big, Dan. You can't have Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Small ball.
Yeah.
We want to be nimble. Chewbacca's my 6th man. No, you know what? Because let me pull us 2 guys. Because Eunice now follows me on Twitter and Instagram. So now we're buddies. So now I'm gonna put Chewbacca as the starting center. There it is. He's irreplaceable. Then I guess Vader is at the 4. Then let's see.
You better have Obi-Wan Kenobi in there, man.
Do I? No, I kind of feel like Obi-Wan is a volume guy. He just gets out there, a lot of flash, but his plus minus is terrible. Think of all the things that Obi-Wan did wrong throughout the whole thing. He's telling Luke, don't go save guys. Oh, no, you can't save them. He's telling Luke, you're the only one. And turns out,
No, doesn't he have to be the coach?
he's a horrible coach. He's a horrible coach. No.
I feel like-
He's the coach, right?
I feel like
Palpatine.
Palpatine's the coach?
Yoda.
Yoda. It's Yoda.
Yoda's the
just-
coach he is.
Yoda's just
Samuel L.
as dumb.
Jackson. How about that?
I can bring everything together. I have sound of you asking TJ Ford if he knows who Chewbacca is.
Really?
Yeah, this is from way back.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What kind of center do you think Chewbacca would make?
Who?
Chewbacca
Who is that?
from Star Wars.
I don't watch Star Wars.
You don't know Chewbacca is the giant, is the big guy that the big hairy thing. How the hell do you explain Chewbacca to somebody who doesn't know? Help me out here, Stu Gods.
Big,
I don't watch
hairy
Star Wars.
Wars.
I never was into Star Wars.
He's a Wookiee. I thought everybody knew that.
Wookiee of the year.
That sounded a lot healthier.
Everyone has said that you sound older and that my voice sounds fatter. Whenever we play anything from like 10, 12, 14 years ago, people will say, Dan, you sound so much fatter now. How was that at the rim?
Dude, to answer your question, dark chocolate covered pretzels is what
Nice.
I'm snacking on right now.
Very nice.
Okay, there you go.
You know, a little
Yeah, a
snack.
little thing there, yeah.
You got, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is I don't think people realize this could be Oladipo's final game if Bankers.
Still funny. Influencers in the Wild is such a great follow on Instagram. Apropos of nothing.
Sequitur.
Was that a Twitter name?
Solid filler. Solid
No,
filler.
no, it just came up. It's just
Where's a mean? He left?
Huh.
He's a mean.
Uh, there you go.
Music, Mike.
I bet the people on here would love for you to just look through there every once in a while and just play something from.
That's
the
what I'm
past.
doing. I'm season on things. Season on things. If I hear something where I can spackle, I did some spackling, a poor job of it. I just moved into a home and I'm telling everybody about how I'm a handyman now. But anywhere that I can spackle with some older clips, maybe they're good. Maybe they're like that TJ Ford thing that added absolutely nothing except, a bit of a breather.
Right. Yeah.
Wonder what it would be like to eat an onion raw.
On Jack's Billy. Yeah. On Jack's Billy.
Oh, imagine that. We actually have a sound. I wasn't even trying to lead us there. I just had a thought.
I don't think we have that sound, do we?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. The crunching, yeah.
Just give me. Oh, you have a clip. We sound like the faux. I hate that. Anytime a celebrity goes on a on a late night talk show. What? You have a clip? What? This is. I think we have a clip. Yeah. Can you describe what's in this clip?
I don't think I can. Is this the one?
You were on like a 30-minute conference call specifically going over what was in this clip. But yeah, keep playing it cash. All right, let's see. Here is Billy biting into an onion. I have an entire segment of it, but no, this is just here's
Oh, classic.
Didn't you throw up and go to the hospital?
Yeah. Good times.
Did you throw up? Dan, didn't you throw up?
That's what made me throw up is he started throwing up first. And then all the Febreze that was being sprayed made me sick. Let me not say a company name. I'm not a fan of air fresheners.
I mean, okay.
You just took out an entire category.
I think that I just want to get out here and say this, Roy. You need to do the show from where you're at right now, every show, because I'm loving post-show energy, Roy. Right now, we are getting a
Mute
different.
yourself for a minute. Amin's in the waiting room.
What did I say?
He's not showing up in the waiting room yet.
That's what he says.
What did I say that was wrong there?
Showing up in my drop down.
I don't think you said anything that was wrong.
I'm laughing at Billy's face because I thought he may have just been reacting to a meme, but I thought what he was reacting to is it sounded like you were talking very slangy at Roy.
Yeah, where you at?
Where you at? Yeah.
Like, you know, the Mike's awkward, my brother moment. Like,
oh, let me see if I have that.
I just like the energy we're getting from Roy during this.
I mean, I'm just sitting, Chris.
No, but you're laughing, you're throwing in stuff. I like it.
Much more relaxed. I'm with Chris. Yeah.
well, Roy takes his job very seriously. Roy's the only one on the show that doesn't speak unless he's got something to say. Like the rest
Number
of us.
3, Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
I mean, just cut the man off.
I think it's over.
You guys go ketchup or Chick-fil-A sauce when you have the Chick-fil-A fries?
Polynesian sauce.
Polynesian, baby.
wow.
That's my brother right there.
Good call.
You're my brother. My eyes lit up when you gave me that bad.
Oh man.
When you looked at him and just sort of meekly blurted out,
You know how
"You're
like
my
Jimmy
brother."
Butler was in game 1 when he got the turnover at half court and just started going, whoa. Saucer eyes there.
You're my brother. Mike doesn't usually choke quite that much in the moment.
Choke? No, that was, I don't want to. It's funnier if it,
Nailed it. I mean, seriously.
it came out exactly how I intended it to be.
I think I said Jesus
Child
Christ
actor,
there.
you know, Mike, because you guys know Mike is a child actor.
Someone's calling the line. Is that
Chapter.
Atwell? Oh, I guess we can take calls. That's a better way of screening it than just like sending out the Zoom meeting.
Yeah, let's
786-456-4837.
Amin's not showing up in the waiting room, guys. I'm sorry.
Mike, I'm gonna leave for a second, see if I can find my phone. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have to sit here.
No, you have to raise your hand though before, and then
No,
Mike will
I
call
don't
on
know
you, and
what
then you
the
can.
rules are in terms of what's wanted around here. Like, do we need to do show, be wacky?
Go ahead, man.
Look, I'm
Go
gonna
take
stop
a
your
break.
You
video.
need to be wacky. I mean, that's
Oh,
all.
I'm gonna stop
5.
your video.
Wow.
I have a phone call on the hotline, guys. You got to carry this.
All right.
All right.
We're in the commercial break here in the second quarter. Pacers Heat in Indiana, apparently.
I believe that's Miami Skyline in that commercial.
What do you guys think
Is
of
the caller
Skyline?
there?
Are you guys fans of Skyline Chili?
I never had it. I heard it was
Right.
pretty good.
It's one of those places that's really good, but it makes you go potty.
The bat phone lit
It's
up.
chilly.
Tip of the hat to all the Lower Rangers. Morgan from Australia is there.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Morgan, you're on the air.
What's up, Morgan? How's it
Hey,
going?
Morgan.
Hey, Morgan.
Well, just sitting here waiting for the link, Billy. Thanks a lot.
Morgan, I would love to send it to you, but I've been told that I'm not allowed to. So I'm glad that you found a workaround and you
Sure,
found your way into this anyways.
You were told you weren't allowed to tweet it. You weren't told you couldn't send it.
Well,
that's true.
I mean, I'd be happy to send it to you, but apparently there's some secret stuff on there that happened before this. And I guess with what happened to Brenneman, we're afraid that something might get out and get us in
Right.
trouble or something.
Right, yeah, that'd be
Morgan,
bad. Yeah.
Morgan, how's the future? What time is it near you?
It's 4:08 a.m.
Wow. For people that don't know, she's in Australia, down under.
Are you
I believe
waking
you said
up
that
or
already.
sleep? Which one?
No, I'm just, I don't sleep during the night.
How do you play?
Last time we talked
I
to
heard Greg
last time we talked to
Cody's
Morgan, she was
gonna be on a podcast night.
it was going well.
Oh, sorry, Bill.
No, it's all good. Last time we talked to Morgan, she was stuck in a garage because her power went out when she was getting something out of a garage and she couldn't get out.
I've opened the door. I fixed it.
Okay, good.
Tony, what are we eating over there?
My wife made me a nice little sandwich.
that's
Turkey
nice.
and cheese. Nice little turkey and cheese on a cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread, which is very healthy and delightful. Got a little pita chip, little red pepper roasted hummus. We're living good, boys.
You're eating turkey and cheese on a cinnamon raisin bread?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Delicious.
Okay.
You just
Okay.
gotta tell us the exact type of bread and everything, huh? Like you can't just say I'm having a sandwich.
There was a follow-up. There was a follow-up because if I tell you I'm eating cinnamon raisin bread, you're going to ask me what kind. I'm going to tell you
That's true.
Ezekiel bread, so might as well just say it right off the rip.
Ezekiel bread's good.
Very good. Trick is keep it in the freezer. Doesn't go bad.
It lasts longer, yes.
They should hire Ezekiel Elliott as their spokesperson. Get it?
Okay. Yes, and yeah.
They should hire Ezekiel Elliott as their spokesperson.
Harsha
What?
from India is on the bad phone. If you
Ooh, Harsha! I've been talking to Harsha forever. I'm so worried about him. Harsha, how are
Harsha,
you?
you're on the air.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Harsha, thank God you called in. We haven't been able to link up on any of the dinner for schmucks or anything. I'm so glad that you found your way through to us today.
Yeah, I just clicked on the the Twitch link and was following you guys there.
Oh.
Harsha's got some like Stu Gatz voice going on right now. It looks like. Did you just wake up, Harsha?
Oh.
No, it's nighttime. I'm about to sleep, Chris.
Oh, okay. How's it going, man? How's it like? Are you guys with like the whole COVID stuff? How's that going over there?
Yeah, just like Florida, it's increasing here.
Oh.
Harsha, do you have trivia for us today or no? Dan, remember Harsha from India?
Yes, Billy, why are you doing this to me?
Because Harsha's on right now.
Why are
Last
you
time we did
doing this to
trivia with
me?
him. No, Dan.
Response.
No, but he's.
Why are you
The
doing
only
Was
answer there is yes.
Was
But
Dan
he's-
asking why Billy was throwing it to him or why we were talking to Harsha?
I was just bringing you into a conversation. You know, you were gone for a little bit. You were back. I'm like, hey, look, Dan's back. Let's talk to him and Harsha at the same
Oh,
time. Maybe a little
damn.
trivia.
Well, you went looking for your phone. We had a caller from Australia and a
Yeah.
caller from India, just to show how big we are and how
Oh.
terrible our taste, our production decisions
My
are because
wife
it
is
hasn't gone well.
calling me here. Do you want me to just answer? I don't want to.
That sounds like a lie.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
All right, Harsha, be well.
Wait, hold on. That's it. We're done with Harsha?
I don't know. Do you have trivia for us, Harsha?
Maybe next time.
All right.
Okay.
see ya.
All right. Call back in an hour, Harsha, with some questions. Unless it's too late for you or too early.
Hey, the Heat lead by 3.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson passing out of every three today. What's going on here?
I mean, that one he was gonna get stuffed.
Yeah.
He's got a neon green light. It's not a yellow
No,
light.
but he just made one, and I don't even know who set the
Ridiculous.
screen that Oladipo got an offensive foul on that on the Duncan Robinson three where he was like sort of fading to his left. Did anyone see what the call was?
It was offensive foul. I don't know who got it though.
It's really difficult with the messages on the back of the jersey. It's harder to see the nameplates on the bottom, and I don't know everybody by their number.
Mike,
Oh,
Oh no, that's
he's
terrible.
gonna do the whoa. Oh, Bunny missed buckets.
Oh, do it.
Oh, there we go. Do it.
Mike, he
Wow.
has not been buckets in this game. I haven't looked at the
This
stats,
ball movement.
but he hasn't been good in the first half.
Saving it for the fourth quarter, Dan.
That's a foul. Bucket.
Get that in there.
Ah, buckets.
All
They
right.
count that? Yes, they did.
Somebody look. Let me see here. I want to look at this box score because I've
Are
been.
you trying to see what he's doing? I'll tell you in a sec.
Yeah, I'm looking too. Let's all stop talking and look at the box score.
Look at that. That is a difficult shot.
I just feel like we've been watching him throw a lot of rocks at the rim.
He's 4 of 6, 9 points.
Ah,
Yeah, just
No, 4 of 8, 4 of 8, 4 of 8, 4 of 8. Sorry.
50% from the field. Rocks. Buckets. I like what he's done with his look. Like the
Amin look of his hair.
Yeah, well, the hair looks good, and just like the longer mustache. Oh,
Hit your free throws, man. Hit your free
I
throws.
good from the line today. The whole team's been bad from the line. Charity stripe.
We got a whole other half of this, huh?
Yeah,
Exciting.
man.
Should I juggle?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Did you see that? Iguodala, active hands.
Who else has any fun skills? I could juggle. Like if everybody had to pick a skill right now to like, let's say we were going to do a talent show in the third quarter. Like what would you guys be able to pull out of your firm?
I'm not talented. You guys know that already.
Alrighty. Way to play the improv game, Roy.
You got it.
Rich, you haven't learned yet. We all throw it out there, then we're all doing it in the third quarter. Okay. I mean, why don't you throw out 5 talents that you have? Your top 5 talents. Go ahead.
Ooh, my top 5 talents.
Yeah, that goes over for you.
I can roll my R's.
You
I
can
can
barely
roll
do
my-
that.
I can whistle.
Right.
I can't do the whistle with the fingers. Can anyone do the whistling with the fingers?
You can do it if you
no,
put
it's
your mind
impossible.
to it.
No, I can't do it.
I can
Oh
do
man,
all
positive.
time.
Try.
What, me? Not supposed to put your fingers in your mouth during a pandemic. Damn it.
Yeah, it's bad.
My wife, are you guys experiencing this where like I always am telling my wife to wash her hands and she like gets offended at me as if I'm like implying that she's dirty. And I'm like, there's a pandemic. I'm just trying to keep you safe. Why are you getting mad at me for telling you to wash your hands? Like, I'm not saying your hands are dirty.
You should know better than that as a husband.
Never happened to me. Called marriage.
So, guys, where'd you get lunch from that you had the mobile order?
It was Starbucks.
Ooh, what'd you get?
What?
What'd you get?
I got a solo espresso with a sweet and low, followed by a triple espresso with 3 sweet and lows. How about
Oh,
that?
Stugatz, man.
Roy, I used to drink 40 a day. You remember?
Yes, I do. And now you're going back to it.
Oh, wow. At halftime, Maria and Jalen are going to be talking from the virtual crowd, Stugatz.
Oh, really? Pablo already did that. I mean,
It's a good idea for a bit.
Where'd Amin go?
He kind of disappeared. He said he'll be back.
Is there anyone else you guys wanted to invite on?
Oh, you think that no other invitations have been sent?
I don't think any other invitations have been sent.
I just heard you say, correct me if I'm wrong, Billy. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. Laughing, Billy, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you just get done saying we have to deal with another half of this?
No, I said we still have another half. It was you know.
Podcast in there though, Dan. I'm with you.
What?
Yeah.
I'm with Dan. I heard.
I can't believe that Greg blew us off.
He did?
Chris says he invited him and he didn't show up.
Chris said Greg was working.
Oh, Chris is gone.
You know what, Chris?
I see someone in the waiting room.
Do you guys understand though?
Who is it? Oh, I actually looked to see who it is because I'm actually working on a big name person.
Is your big name person Lorenzo?
No.
Don't do this to annoy me.
No, Lorenzo was invited. Lorenzo was invited when we were talking about Star Wars because I figured he's the only person that knew what
But
Star
if
Wars
Lorenzo
was.
comes into the Zoom, I'm gonna leave. Okay, I'm just telling you.
Why?
Jeez,
That's mean.
It's
You know, Twitch was Lorenzo's idea, right? And you guys just ignored him. And then Anthony's like, "Hey, Twitch," and you're like, "Whoa, Twitch! Ah, Anthony thought of this great idea."
So it's his fault.
You know.
I think it was more like an execution kind of deal when it came to Lorenzo's suggestion.
Right.
Oh, Anthony could do it. All right, let's go through with it this time.
You guys are mean. I'm excited. I hope this big name guest goes through. Just so you know, I had to go through an agent for this person. So, okay.
Wow.
What about the guy who
Oh,
called
no.
earlier that we said we were going to allow in here? We can't do that.
Who?
The guy I yelled at
Atwell?
doing the post game show. Oh well, yes.
Atwell, I'll
Atwell.
email him. I'll email him. me send it to him.
The guest is in, by the way.
See, you guys snuck Lorenzo in here.
I think Lorenzo snuck in.
Oh my
His
God, where is
His
he?
mic doesn't work.
This is typical him. This is
Yeah.
every time.
Can't
Lorenzo,
hear you,
you're
Lorenzo. We
muted.
can't hear you. We can't hear
You're
you.
muted, Lorenzo.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Shocking. And we were going to go
unbelievable.
to him to be the backbone of our Twitch.
It's
guy.
still muted. All right. I think that well,
Yeah.
we should just
Billy,
get rid
hold
of
on.
him.
No, no, no.
You don't want to get up and leave, Dan?
No, hold on. Just leave him there for a second. And because
This is actually the best contribution
now
we
I
can
want to talk about this. Now I want to talk. Okay, because
great,
Lorenzo,
man.
Hello, you guys hear me now?
There you go.
Check, check.
Fortunately, yes.
Just a second.
Lorenzo, please turn down.
Hello,
what you're-
Twitches.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my
Man,
God.
I'm gonna mute Lorenzo for you
No,
right now.
I mean, it's just it. Look, okay, I want the audience to be able to see this, and I want Lorenzo to be able to see this too, because I want to have an honest conversation.
Uh-oh.
Dan, this is exciting. This is the future. I'm so happy you're doing this.
Lorenzo, I've heard that you're doing this at
Uh-oh.
night with a handful of people. That Twitch is your idea. They just
There's a massive delay here, guys.
He's fouling everything up. All right, just turn him off so I can talk to you guys so that people can really understand the inside on Lorenzo, because Lorenzo is super eager. He's a super fan of the show. Lorenzo always wants to help in a way that is really kind and nice. But Lorenzo is also the single most inefficient human being I've ever met in my professional life. And so I want to understand everyone talking honestly here about no bit about Lorenzo. Let's speak freely, because Billy thinks I'm mean to Lorenzo.
I would say Lorenzo, very caring, loving person, means very, very well. Just takes the longest possible route to get to where it is he needs to go.
I wish everyone watching this cared about us the way that Lorenzo cares about us. Honestly, cares
really
about
does.
what we do. He really cares, but
Yeah.
he's really inefficient.
Correct. That's pretty solid breakdown. I think Zoe would agree with you. He would admit that.
Are you guys done? Are you done? Are you done here?
Yeah, sure.
Dan, I'm here to kick this Twitch into high gear.
Yes.
There's no way that we're gonna go
high
after
gear.
the ninjas of the world, the Tim the Tapmans of the world.
Yep.
We're at like what 5?
Those are Twitch people, Dan.
We need to bump this up to like 20,000.
Yeah.
If you allow me to.
Well, where are we with this, Lorenzo? Since this is your idea,
Yeah.
but stolen by Tony.
Dr. Demento.
I'm just saying.
Dr. Disrespect, sorry.
Since Lorenzo got in
Hold
here,
on, my,
we've
my,
gone
my
up.
jigsaw tie is coming off. Sorry.
Go ahead, Chris.
Since Lorenzo got in here, we're up about 300 or 400. So I'm just saying. The
Billy,
Lorenzo
what are you
route.
laughing at?
No,
Billy,
I
what are you
read
laughing at?
comments.
Because you're the instigator who loves throwing the Lorenzo turd in the punch bowl. You're the one who loves to do this.
No. I invited him when we were talking about Star Wars because everyone else seemed to be like kind of like, and I was like, I know someone who likes Star Wars, Lorenzo. We'll bring him in for Star Wars. And then I told him, Lorenzo, forget it. Star Wars is done. Don't come in anymore. We're not gonna. We've moved past Star Wars. It's fine. And then he's like, I'm gonna join, but I'm gonna put my name as Amin Al Hassan. I'm like, that would be kind of funny if you put that you're Amin Al Hassan, and then all of a sudden it's Lorenzo. Then we'll be done with you in a couple seconds, and then you could come back. But now he's coming in as Lorenzo, and I don't see if I'm going to be the producer in me doesn't really see an end to this that goes well. I don't see how this ends
Amin's
well.
starting 5 was hot trash. Hot trash. Where's the Rancor?
He thinks he muted himself because we didn't react, and now he probably
Why
has
is
to mute
there such a
himself.
delay?
Yeah,
It's on you,
That's
bro.
your fault, buddy.
Dan,
about
we need
with
to play a
Lorenzo.
game. This is Twitch. We're in
Lorenzo.
halftime.
Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut him up. Just shut him up. Look, I'd be
Play
perfectly
that game.
fine.
Shut Lorenzo up.
I would be perfectly
Mike, if you
fine.
allow me to, let's get this damn thing started.
What's
I'm
the
not-
game?
Screen share, please.
Oh, wow. I've lost all control. I had to do whatever you want.
Oh, I know what he wants to do. This is actually fun if he can execute it, but again, that's kind of where we always.
Lorenzo, hold on. Okay. You've got a delay here that's fouling everything up. I'd actually be totally willing to hand you the reins
Trust me,
to this
Dan.
stupidity for a second so you could build up the audience, however it is that young people who follow someone who might have actually tried to dress like a Jedi because we were invited him to talk Star Wars. Like, what are you dressed as? Why? Like, what is that background? Are you trying?
Where are you?
That's just his
This
house.
is a hoodie. This is actually my Jigsaw getup. It's a hoodie, Dan.
What you want to go ahead and drum up?
I'm dressed like you,
Where's
an
the
aging
audience?
skateboarder.
Where's the audience? What is the audience right now? How many people are here?
4,700.
All right, Lorenzo, do your Twitch magic. Whatever dance it is you do to get more people
let's
here,
take a
go
look,
ahead and
shall
do
we?
it and see what you can do.
I'll fill until his delay hits in.
What
All
he
right,
wants to
guys.
do, what he wants to
Someone's got to give me
do,
share screen access.
what he wants to do is he wants to be given share screen access, and he has this rig where he sets it up so that we could play trivia during halftime against each other. So that's
Oh,
what he
God.
wants to do.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. I'll bite. Let's see.
You guys think this is going to go efficiently? 'Cause
It-
like I said,
I'll lay out so you don't hear my crappy delay.
Doubtful, but maybe. The
And
problem is
the audience can participate as well.
Okay, but Billy, here's the problem with him, right?
Yeah.
The thing that makes Lorenzo inefficient, I don't know whether he knows this or not or has discovered it, is that his ideas are so grandiose that he can never execute them.
This I can vouch for him on this one because I did a practice run with him on this a couple months ago. But the problem is that he's delayed. So if he's running this trivia, then the whole thing is going to be delayed and we're all going to be off. Oh, Chris is juggling. A halftime tradition like no other.
Mike, you've got a bunch of calls here. I don't know if you wanted to go to calls to have people have access to us.
I just said it so multiple participants can share simultaneously. There we go. Here we go. Trivia time. Everyone look at your screens. All right, can someone explain to me what's going on here?
He's muted again. He keeps forgetting to unmute himself.
He's muted himself.
Yeah. Still muted.
But you guys understand, like you
incredible.
guys understand that what's happening here is performance art, right? Like you guys get that him coming in, fouling it all up on delay, big ideas, can't get his microphone right. Like this is maximum Lorenzo we're experiencing.
We all have to go to that website and enter that room code to compete against
It's
each
really
other.
throwing off our main guy Zach, who's helping us out with everything. It's really throwing us off here.
It's
So thank
halftime.
you.
It's
We're
like a
good.
hostile takeover to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
it seems
see,
like
but see, this is my point, guys. This is my
I
point.
don't want to do this.
Oh, he wants music?
This is Lorenzo all the time. This is the problem. Like
Tony, you're saying that this is ruining the stream?
Zach is trying to figure out where to put all of our boxes. If you're watching,
I'm
the stream
watching it right
live,
now.
He's
I'm
trying to
watching-
figure out exactly where to put it, and since it's full screen, we
Oh, that
can't
looks
really put
good.
it anywhere.
He figured it out. Zach got it.
Yeah, the thing is, I've never played this game, so I don't know if where we have the stuff, like something's gonna happen there. Is there, Lorenzo?
All right, I think we're gonna have to punt on Lorenzo.
Yeah.
I can't hear him.
Oh no, it's maximum, guys. Like it's just perfect. It's performance art. It's chef's kiss. Like that Lorenzo would that Tony was plenty confident with all of this. And Lorenzo comes in here with his hairy ass and he just bumps everything out of the way. With
the microphone that doesn't work.
I mean, it's just maximum Lorenzo. Everything with him is like that. And then you guys get mad at me for being mean.
I went to the website that it said to go to enter that code, and it says virus found on my phone.
Hairy ass.
All right, Lorenzo, thank you. You did
He's a
wonderfully.
poison.
I'm putting him back in. I'm putting him back in the waiting room.
He's a poison.
I was also a little confused by the hairy ass reference. I was like, I mean, I imagine he does, but it just seemed like
Yeah, do you know that for a fact? It could be slanderous or very telling. What's going on here?
When is halftime over?
Wasn't the smoothest thing, but I actually think that's about as well as his appearance could have gone.
Yeah, all things.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
All right, no, hold on a second. Hold on, Billy. Can you just explain?
It was
all
pretty
of this?
hilarious every time
Billy,
we would talk and
Billy,
mute
no,
the
but
microphone.
Billy,
Me?
explain this to me. Yes, please. The the relationship with Lorenzo is funny, right? Because you seem to be the only one who can actually get anything out of him.
I love him.
And it must be very trying to your patient No, like because
eh,
he is so eager, and I love how eager he is to be a part of our stuff. But whenever he comes and is a part of our stuff, this is what happens. Like this is what happens.
a lot of editing is involved in making Lorenzo the Lorenzo that you get on a daily or semi-frequent basis. So yeah, that went, could have gone worse, I guess, right? Maybe.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Man, I'm really hoping that this guest comes through, and I don't think Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to join us, guys.
I also
Sagat's is gone.
I have a request into a big name as well.
Who is it?
Committed to join us.
Who is it?
The person told me that they need to put on some pants and they will be joining us.
Ooh, can we guess?
Go ahead.
Pulisic.
Pablo Torre.
It's not Christian Pulisic. It's not Pablo Torre.
I was going to reach out to Pablo. I didn't reach out to
It's Will Kane, isn't it?
Oh,
that
gotta
would be
put some
good.
pants on.
It's not Will Kane.
The thing about Will Kane, guys, is he puts his pants on one leg at a time, just like
like the
America.
Nah, I don't know about that.
He really does.
Does he put on the cowboy boots pre-jeans or post-jeans? That's the question.
Do you guys have
Definitely
a set,
pre-jeans.
Do you guys have a set routine with which leg goes into the pants first, or is it just whatever you're feeling on that day?
Right leg always.
Right leg always.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are more commercials in this NBA playoff game than our show.
Tough to do.
Yeah, it's tough to do.
leave also. Where's Stugatz?
Yeah, I just said Stugatz is gone.
Who was that voice from?
Tony.
Tough to do it. There's so many ads.
Where is Stugatz? I'm gonna FaceTime
you
him.
know.
He was laughing and then he exited the screen, so I don't know what exactly happened.
His voice, he said at one point during the show today that Chris and Billy said my voice sounds fine. I never told him his voice sounds fine. He sounds so bad.
He cannot, like, people think that is a joke with us. Yeah, Stugatz cannot stop lying.
Comes on the screen. Nothing in my house is working.
Nothing in my house is working.
He says Lorenzo's to blame.
My guess is Stugatz saw his exit route on this, and we won't see him again. He doesn't want to be a part of this anymore.
He's on the Is he outside? I guarantee you. I don't care what that background looks like. He's on this
let me
golf
see
course.
Stugatz on FaceTime. Is he in a car? Is he driving away from wherever it is that we're doing?
He's going to the golf course so quick.
No, I don't need to send you a new link. It's the same link that it was before.
Lorenzo,
you're on the
knocks
air right now.
Stugatz
if you want to.
off. Yeah, no. Well, be
What's
careful.
your dad doing, Chris?
Yeah, no cursing, please.
My dad said he couldn't join because he's watching the game.
Well, that's what we're doing.
He has to write on the game. I'm gonna send him another text, try to pressure him in.
Okay. Well, Lorenzo's in the waiting room. I can just admit him back in. And
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Even
Why would you
don't
do
know
that?
we should do that. Yeah. Oh no. See, I can't be blamed for this.
Yes, you can.
You're still muted, Lorenzo.
He's still
Lorenzo, you have to be better with this unmuting, dude. You're like Greg.
So good. It's so
Just
good.
like you.
This is your big chance, Lorenzo, to run the empire. This is the chance for you to run us into the ground, and you will never get the steering wheel again, Lorenzo, for as long as I'm alive.
Lorenzo, we can't hear
Lorenzo,
you.
we can't hear you.
He's still going.
We cannot hear
This
you.
is so impressive, Lorenzo. You're our Twitch expert.
So good. Guys,
Expert.
Supposedly.
Hold on. Let's
Definitely Tony now.
revisit.
Tony, you're the
He's
new
gonna
Twitch
come in here
expert.
at some point, and he's gonna interrupt my voice with his yammering. But let's revisit everything that's
It's a
happened.
lot of faith in his abilities.
Billy, you need to back off because you, as the forever instigator, just invited him in here to throw a grenade in the middle of the proceedings.
I invited him half an hour ago.
Listen to me, okay? We invited Lorenzo on over my objections. I said flatly I didn't want him on this call. Since then, he has knocked Stugatz off. He's given your phone a virus. We can't hear him anytime he's trying to talk. He hasn't added anything in the way of followers. He has annoyed me and made me want to go home.
He can hear you.
We're at 4,800, so we added like 400 followers.
We keep adding every time he joins. It's crazy.
All right, the game's back on.
Some people
wow.
just move
Thank
the
God.
needle.
Ball movement is impressive. Man, they're really
Hit that,
causing a
man.
lot of
Hit that.
dunking, huh?
Oh wow.
Check, check. Hello. There we
hey,
go.
Lorenzo.
Hey, Lorenzo, the game's back on, so I'm going to put you back in the waiting room.
No, wait. Trivia party.
Yeah, that's the way to use it. We could use him to always stuff him in a locker. I'm down for that. Using him like that. God, he's incompetent.
So nice though.
I'm still trying to figure out who's putting on pants.
Yeah, it could be a lot of people.
Lots of people do wear pants.
Man,
Hit it, Jay Crowder.
Ball movement.
Let's go.
Crowder.
Pretty, man.
Jay
Let's
Crowder,
do it.
Chris, you've been talking about Jay Crowder in the bubble from the corner.
Nice. Should we take turns doing play-by-play? Who wants to go first?
You.
He never learns. He never learns. He always falls. He always falls into the trap.
Good job, man. Good job.
I hate silence.
He sets his own traps, though. It's not that he
Hate
falls in. He
uncomfortable
sets the
silence.
trap and he walks right into it.
All right, Chris, you get four straight minutes to yourself.
That's how he ended up bobbing.
Hey, if the Pacers lose this game, it's going to be a long walk back to the hotel. I mean,
Chris is like if the Roadrunner painted the like tunnel on the giant wall and then
I
sees
am.
it. He's like, meep, meep, and he runs right into the wall himself. And it's like, dude, that was for the coyote.
You always have to be listening to Chris because he's going to give you that moment for you to be like, all right, Chris, let's do it. All right, go.
He's a good teammate. Chris Cody's a good teammate.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Making me uncomfortable with
Glue
how
guy.
you touch your face.
With what?
How often you touch your face.
Crowder.
What I do, man. I just like to rest it on things.
Good call.
All right, go ahead. You got 2 minutes to play-by-play. Chris. You're up
See, the
first.
thing is I don't know all the. I got to do when the Heat are on offense because I don't like.
This, number
He
one.
barely knows on the Heat.
All right, he whips it around and he shoots and he makes it. All right, we have a 59, 50.
I mean, kaboom, bam,
I just
bang.
thought, no, but I just thought that this has boom goes the dynamite potential right here.
All right, Goran Dragic has it
Holiday.
at the top. He drives left and he puts it up off the glass in. All right, Heat up 61-54, 9:44 left in. All right, Pacers bringing it down the court now. At the top of the key, he has it, drives right. He spins back to Miles Turner for three. Hits it. 61-57.
Hey, man, you can't curse on the air like
The
that.
Oaf is going to get tripped up by Matt.
All right, Pacers got the ball. Miles Turner gives it to that guy. That guy's dribbling it down the court on the right side of the court.
Guy is a former rookie of the year, Malcolm Brogdon.
That guy.
From the top of the key, and Jay Crowder with the rebound.
Top of the key.
Boom goes, and boom goes.
Top of the key.
Goran Dragic to Duncan. Oh, they should call him Shooting Robinson, folks, because he's a shooter.
Wait, so the
The
Omen.
hell does that
went
mean?
in?
Because he's not a dunker. Yeah. All
Terrible.
right, Brogdon has it. He goes right, and he's getting double. No, he's not. Goran has him, and he passes it out.
Duh.
That's Holiday.
And TJ Warren for three.
Mike Biamonte now.
Miss. Yeah.
Chris would be really good at that, at like the
Yes.
in-stadium voice.
I
Like
would
that
love
he'd
to
be
do
good
that.
at.
Dan, pull some strings. Let me do that one game.
He could do that like easily, like announce people's names in a fun voice, tell people to get up for the t-shirt cannon.
Billy, what was the backstory on how you got people on the virtual? Like, how was it? Why was it so easy for us to actually accomplish something where you got 3 or 4 people, including Lorenzo for some reason? By the way, I haven't mentioned this. Yeah, what the hell was he doing in the middle of everything? Lorenzo managed to get himself on the screen, and I don't know how did he bypass security to do that? There would have been any number of people around our show who would have wanted to do that and deserved to do it before Lorenzo.
It's a great question, one that I was wondering also, because that was also kind of a Lorenzo idea. Like he said, like, hey, let's do it. And I'm like, I don't know that it's that easy, right? So then he's like, oh, don't worry, I've looked into it. This is what you have to do, blah, blah, blah. And he like sends me like the link to do it. And that's how like, I don't want to sound bad, but like that's how it's intended to be done. Like that's how all the fans would do it. So we did that and we got Stugatz like on a list, but you have to kind of like win a lottery, I think, to get in that way. So then I sent an email to someone in the organization and I was like, hey, this is something we're trying to do for the show. I put them on the list. I read up on the instructions that it's up to the discretion of the team to do it. Is there anything that you guys could do, or can you put me in contact with who does it to see if we can do something so that he can get on, right? So they're like, yeah. So then we went back and forth a couple emails, and it was pretty easy. They got him on the list. They talked to the people. They were going to give him like VIP if it was a national game, but it wasn't. So then he got on, and then Pablo found out about it, and Pablo got on. So then I told Lorenzo, like, yeah, I just talked to this person. So then I think Lorenzo just took the link that was not intended for him and registered himself and got himself in there. So I
This
think that's
freaking
how
guy.
he ended up in the thing, but it wasn't intended for him in any way. And he talked to someone else. It's not very interesting. That
Well, yeah,
basically
oh, wow,
emails.
you learned that a little late in the conversation.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Is that appropriate? Like, honest to God, just in terms of what happens with silly office politics and
Oh
stuff.
God, he's back.
Were any of you bothered by the fact he's back again? Were any of you bothered by the fact that he snuck himself onto the scoreboard, hamming it up between Stugatz and Pablo? Was anyone here?
I was.
Can you guys
I
hear
was.
me?
Why?
You were Roy. It bothered you?
But
Yeah,
Roy,
because I should have been on there.
here's the thing about Roy. Roy
Oh,
only
God.
tells you something bothers him after it's already happened, and you can't do anything about it. Like, I would have liked to have been on that podcast. It's like, well, why didn't you tell me you wanted to be on?
Billy, that's the source of decades of seething resentment from Roy. Why do you think every time you guys come into work, he hates you? That's the source of it right there.
I just want to say that there's been a lot of slander
Bro, you
directed
hate
at
me?
me in this whole Twitch stream.
Yes.
Being one of the people that advocated for this new platform, that's kind of offensive. I want to let you know, Dan Batard, there is a yacht video. It's out there. It was made. There's a damn yacht video. So for all this
How do
stuff,
you
all the
keep
bad
getting
mouth that
through?
I get directed at me, no one cares more.
Why don't we do this? Let's do
It
this.
wasn't good.
Wait, hold on.
It wasn't good. That's right. I wasn't there for that. I wasn't. That,
Hold on. Hold on. If you're gonna air our dirty laundry,
You did that to yourself.
here. What do you mean I did it to myself?
Yeah, 'cause I'm getting
This one
shrapnel
Lorenzo,
all
like
over
he
me.
opened up the door
No,
for the
no,
the
Lorenzo. Like, you could feel free to turn him off here, and I'm gonna tell this story now without his help.
Can we do this? Can we share screen and watch the finished product while the story is told?
He's just gonna get in the way. But okay, like, if he can find it and actually execute something, fine. But
We
here-
certainly can show the video.
Okay, Lorenzo, stop talking though.
Lorenzo.
He doesn't know when.
No, he
Lorenzo.
really doesn't.
Lorenzo, seriously, I want this to be clear as day so that you have no one else to blame but you if it happens. If you say one more syllable while I'm talking, okay, before I get to the end of this, I'm going to have them get you out of the Zoom, and I'm never going to want to see you in one of them again. So just let me finish the story, okay? So Roy Bellamy and Chris and Stugatz, you don't get exonerated here either, because good Lord, you wasted my time during a very busy time during the Super Bowl, because I had to go and meet Tony, what is Khan, excuse me. Yes, he's got this yacht, and we were going to get some footage on the yacht, and we promised it on air. And then I go with Roy and Chris to do it. And I don't remember exactly what Lorenzo did, but there's a reason he wasn't invited. Like, it wasn't just because he annoys me. There was a specific reason, because he was here for a week and he didn't put anything on air. You better not say anything. So he is able to produce like next to nothing. The whole week he's down here doing God knows what, after getting way too drunk at one of our Moss events when he had responsibilities, and he didn't do any of them because he was just drunk. And so I need to know, and you could speak when I'm done here, I need to know why that video wasn't something that ever got on air when I wasted my time to go to this yacht that Stugatz was supposed to go to. And and Roy and Chris were in tow, and we produced no video from the yacht that we had promised the listeners. Why didn't video get made?
Can I speak now? Is there a delay?
Yes.
All right. So I'll have you know, not only did I put out a media night clip that we shot for like 3-4 hours of footage, but
during the Super Bowl.
That's correct. I also had to put on a live simulcast coordinating with 3 different locations. And also that day just so happened to be the return of one Gonzalo Le Batard, and we had to hype that thing up. So we had this whole elaborate plan set up for Poppy's return that interfered with the yacht video. I edited the video. It's here. It's in my hard drive. We can see it if you want.
Lorenzo, you were here though for a week to set up the one thing joke with my dad, and we never even got it set up. You were here.
Well, we were also working on Dan Patrick Sports Jeopardy with Wilbon and Stu Gotts.
please, laughing his face.
So wait.
Magic.
That
It
one
would have been
started
magic, Dan.
unraveling.
Lorenzo,
pretty
you were here for a week. You did next to nothing in terms of results. Next to nothing.
Yeah, the
What happened at
Sports Jeopardy-
Cafecito time at
I mean,
Media
look,
The
Media
Sports
Row?
Jeopardy
you got
lasted all
drunk.
of
You
one
got
follow-up.
drunk at Moss, and you got drunk and didn't do your job there, and then you got here for a week in Miami, and you decided I'm part of the Levitard show, and you didn't do anything.
Au contraire, I did not get drunk at the Moss Miami event. I got maybe like 3 drinks in me, but I was your handler, Dan. I was supposed
Lorenzo,
to-
people told me they were embarrassed by something you did.
What? What did I do?
I mean, that's just every day, though, Dan.
Yeah, that's true. That's par for the course.
Stu, we don't remember because we were on my bachelor party cruise. That's why we don't remember what
Right.
happened with
Such a
Lorenzo.
good time. That's
Yeah.
right.
Guys, can we play this video? Or if I go to him again, are we going to get into a situation where he plays this video, knocks Stugotz out of the box, infuriates me, makes me leave, and then gives Billy's phone a bite?
No. Let's give him a shot. Like he says, he produced it. This is one of the lost tapes. This is a nice little Twitch exclusive.
want
Let's give him the
The
benefit of the doubt.
video?
Nah, but I don't think we need to play it. The reason that it didn't ever air is because it was based off of like Roy and I shooting video, and we're not like, Lorenzo's the video guy. Like that, like it wasn't Lorenzo would have been a better product video wise if Lorenzo was able to be on the
Again,
boat.
Chris, yes, thank you. But he wasn't invited because he had all week to produce that bit with my dad that took him all week, and it didn't materialize into, you know what it materialized into actually? Because now I remember.
Not Jeopardy.
Now the resentment is coming
Oh,
back.
DP was
strong.
very busy that day. We couldn't
That
get.
Super Bowl week that I had, where everyone was tugging at me from every direction, I had to leave to get to the boat, and Lorenzo needed me to stop and do something that he had all week to do, but that minute is when he needed me, and I remember that, and I'm like, no, Lorenzo can't come to this because he's just going to hold us up.
It was supposed to be a Joe Burrow-esque Poppy return video. And listen, Dan, Super Bowl week, very, very hectic. A lot of things. People were pulling you from many different directions.
It's all over the court.
Mino was all over the place.
Oh, that's a loose ball foul.
What's
Oh,
up with this game?
Oh, come on.
I didn't get right in front of your face.
That was. Miami's up 13 here, up
Bam
11.
Ohio's got a motor, people.
He does.
Now Dan's gonna do play-by-play.
He was all over it. Guys, we have a new guest.
Whoa.
Oh, the Pacers starting to realize the urgency, huh?
Many times, hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, no cursing, Mina.
Oh, he
Are
finally
you gonna,
filled out.
are you gonna let
Brady
Lorenzo
Bunch.
play that video now that I've berated him?
I mean, we
Do
can
we
put him
wanna
back
see the
to wait
video?
now that
Yeah,
Mina's in,
want
and we
it?
can circle back in the fourth quarter. We'll circle back and we'll give him time to actually get the video ready. All right, we'll put him in the waiting room. Hey,
Good,
Mina?
thank you.
Mina's connected to audio. Is she trying to text me that she's having trouble?
Mike, the Heat are tough to beat those road blacks, huh? I mean, the road blacks.
Oh boy.
Mean, they're mean.
Well, back to the Triple A, baby. We get Dale. I mean, we get
Uptime.
virtual in-house entertainment.
Stugotz, how much of your time did Lorenzo waste that night with the fan stuff? Like how, because that's why you've been tired since then, right? It was all Lorenzo. It was all dealing with Lorenzo, correct?
Yeah, the fan stuff. If I had to pie chart it, my exhaustion was 100% as a result to Lorenzo.
He's exhausting.
Just everything, yes.
He is exhausting. Billy, do you think
I say this, and I say this as I'm telling you, Dan. He's exhausting, but he cares in a way that I wish everyone cared.
I know.
There's no way I
know.
entered that virtual chat the other night if Lorenzo didn't.
I was gonna say the story I heard with it, Stugotz was the one hounding Lorenzo because he couldn't figure out how to get into the thing, and then he was able to get him
I
in.
readily admit I was pounding Lorenzo because no one else was helping me except for Lorenzo. Someone was going to get pounded. He just happened to be on the phone with me, but he did help and he got me in there.
Hey, Mina.
Hey, sir, I was just trying to find your tweet to promote whatever is happening here.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Whatever.
Oh, but Mina,
Tony,
no,
can you
but
tag Mina Kimes in
Mina,
another
see, this
tweet?
is
say
how
that
it'll
Mina's-
increase.
I
I want you guys to notice the difference right now. Okay, I want you to notice the difference between the numbers that that Lorenzo brings into the chat while being our host of Twitch inventor. And now watch when Mina tweets it out. Watch how many people end up here and how much that changes. because someone's competent and someone's not.
I don't even see Lorenzo. Is he?
No, I
You
kicked
took,
him out.
Yeah, you don't have to
you
worry
took
about
his
that.
place. You
Yeah.
took his place, Mina. We were like, get him out of here. Mina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the game on.
What's your breakdown of the game so far?
I haven't been watching the game so far, so I have nothing to offer. But
You
from here
animate.
on out, only some hardcore hardwood analysis coming from.
What do you think about our theory that they should make the road teams in the bubble sleep at like a Motel 6, you know, to really like make it more of a road
That
experience?
wasn't your theory. No, tell her the real theory that you guys. That was actually funny, Billy. You rescued Chris at the
Actually
end of.
funny. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, because you rescued Chris at the end of that.
Usually
I,
you're
No, but
I
he
didn't
didn't
know-
rescue. I said that exact thing, and then you said, "Chris, that's the dumbest thing you've ever said," and then you
No,
realized that it was
no.
actually funny.
No, it was delivered differently by Billy in the way that he sold it to end the show. I'm not favoring Billy over you. He delivered it in a way that made it easier to understand what he was saying.
That's fair.
But that's the point of
What is
communication.
it? What is the idea?
Exact- okay.
Tell me the idea.
Okay, so Chris was saying how it's not fair that there's no home court advantage and it's not harder for teams that are on the road, and that he thinks that they should have to switch hotel rooms. So then we kind of played things out and we said, well, what you need to do is you have the people that are on the road. There's like a Disney campsite. So you have the ones that are on the road camping in the campsite, and you have the other ones in the nice hotel rooms. Now, also for travel days, what we came up with is you have them ride around in a monorail or on the little trams in the parking lot for whatever the length of travel would be between the two cities.
Oh wow! For
Yeah.
help like
It's
that.
funny, see, Chris, but you see the difference? You see the difference between how she reacted to that and the way
Okay.
that you told the
I
story.
just
So
want
the
you-
space
I want-
game is over, Mina. They got to spend like 4 hours on Dumbo just going around.
Dan, I just want you to maybe go back and listen to the show. And I actually said it. I don't think you just didn't understand it the first time I said it. I think is actually what happened.
In fairness, because this has been a very hostile watch party so far, and
Yes,
very
it
little
has,
partying
yes.
has been going on, and lots of arguing has been going on. I'll say this, Chris. Don't feel bad because I can't bob for apples, and you did it like a champ the other day. And I can't juggle, so.
Right.
Well, I guess my thought is camping in Florida this time of year. I feel like that's too much of a disadvantage.
Yeah, it'd be
If
bad.
you're trying to walk a line where you're not putting them at, too much of a disadvantage, and I think that might be crossing it.
Guys, I'm just going to tell you if you want to know. I was going to try to make it a surprise, but I'll just tell you who it is that I've been trying to get because it's starting to look like this person's not going to join.
Who's that, Billy?
I've been emailing with our friend Larry Fink to see if we can get Barron to pop in, but I think what's going to happen is that Larry Fink's going to join at some point and Barron's not.
Exactly
And I don't know if that's what we want to happen.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh boy, Pacers coming back.
They are.
They've made a 3.
We're down 13.
They're down 13.
It is fun to watch the Miami Heat move the ball on
This has
offense.
been-
They just did something where they were proud of each other on passes that got the ball in the corner to Jake Crowder.
Yeah, they're definitely ratcheting up the ball movement a little bit. It seems as though they went into
But
this game
they
trying
don't
to
do it
that.
sloppily though. Like when they're moving the ball around, it's
Good Bam.
It's pretty precise.
The other day, I posed the question on Twitter: which NBA player do you think would succeed in the NFL? Obviously, you get your LeBrons, your Zions. This is coming off of me saying Marcus Smart reminds me of a cornerback, but I want to say the majority, but a lot of people said Bam.
Yeah.
Would be like a
But
dominant.
he's one of those, Mina, one of the coolest things about watching basketball these days is seeing these freak athletic
And I think
creatures.
he could be a receiver, not a tight end.
I think
Wherever
he would
I'm
be
sure
a
everyone put him at
Oh,
tight end.
like a
Red zone
Calvin
receiver.
Johnson style, post him up in the end. Yeah.
He's just got such great footwork.
Yeah, he's fast
It's
too.
so weird though to see someone that size be able to do those things. Like it's just that size, that
How
musculature.
tall is Bam?
He's like 6'10".
6'10", yeah. How about as a defensive end coming around the corner?
Yeah, he's Alonzo Mourning size.
Who's
He's
the
little.
tallest, Mina? Are there tall defensive ends? Like 6'6"
No,
would be the highest. That
big.
Jason
Yeah.
Taylor would be.
And Too Tall Jones.
Too Tall Jones. Yeah.
He was too tall.
How tall was he? Go look it up, Stugatz. I bet you he's not actually that tall. I bet you he's Danny
5'9".
DeVito. He's Danny DeVito's height.
That's right. Indiana is coming back.
What you're seeing is left tackles who are less thick and they're more like athletic because of the way offensive lines play now. And somebody said, "How about Zion left tackle? Then he can finally eat to his heart. He can like fill out. He's still like he's got basically an offensive lineman's butt, right? And people would stop ragging on him all the time about his conditioning, and he would be awesome at it."
Too tall was 6'9", Dan. So Bam can do it.
Whoa!
Wow.
You're right. He is too tall. Given everything we were talking about, he was too tall. And I met him later in life when he was older. He must have been like, he must have lost 4 inches.
He shrunk.
I mean,
Well, he had that accident.
What accident?
Well, he lost 4 inches.
Right.
The Mina bump appears to be real. We're at 5,300 right now.
Hey.
Who
You guys
made sure that there was
Boban-
no actual accident.
Boban, his wife circulating last night, and I was looking at that and I was like, I realized I have no idea how tall his wife is. She could be any height, right? Because he completely throws off the scale. Like she could have been like 5'11", but she
Hold
looked
on.
like
Mike is in love because
No,
the
that was
Heat right
amazing.
now-
What just
no, but
happened?
the Heat are passing up twos to get better looks.
This is
at
as good a
threes.
ball movement as I've seen from the Miami Heat, and that includes like the LeBron Big Three teams.
He'd have wide open layup. And
Prisoner of the moment. Prisoner of the moment.
Is it? I mean,
I don't think so, man.
Do you remember their ball
Homer
movement?
Mike is in the house. His team is up 14. Let's hear from Homer Mike.
No, okay. I'll sit back and hear all the other examples of the better ball movement. Go
I
ahead.
mean, what do you want me to like pull one game out of my
Yeah.
like just like tell you a date?
I would, yeah, I'd be fine with
Warriors.
one.
Just pick a
We'll set
Warriors game, Chris.
We'll set the bar at 1.
You
Go.
have summoned
The
Heat
fact that you're,
Sub
like,
Mike.
denying-
Hold on a second. You've summoned the wheelhouse of all wheelhouse for Mike. If you think he's annoying soccer guy, if you want to challenge him on the last 10 years of Miami Heat, I think we're all going to lose there because until recently
Gotcha.
when he fell asleep at halftime, he really cared about this Heat team. But now he's a guy who falls asleep at halftime of night games first round.
I can challenge Mike here. And it's right off the top. March 20th, 2013 in
Oh, yeah, I remember
Cleveland
that.
for
Yep, I remember
27
that.
in
Oh,
a
my gosh.
row, and they're down by, I don't remember exactly the number, but it was 20 something. They came back, stormed the Cavs, and came back and won.
That was the one I was gonna say.
I was watching that. LeBron kick is not exactly ball movement.
Mm.
The one that I was going to go with was probably game 2, the series that they lost to the Spurs in 5. If you watch that third quarter of basketball, still, I just moved. It was actually still on my DVR until I just recently moved.
Are you talking
Best
about
quarter of basketball I've
Really?
ever seen in my life.
Oh.
That third quarter. I think there were 2 misses that entire quarter. The ball movement in that third quarter, game 2 of that series that the Heat ended up losing in 5 in.
I might agree with Mike on this. Like the way this team moves the ball is super unusual. Like I can't remember a whole lot of Heat teams I've seen that move the ball this way.
It's incredible. They got real playmakers like Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler for their size. I mean, for their positions, they're improving constantly as ball handlers and initiators of offense. This team, the starting point guard on this team all season has been Jimmy Butler. Hasn't really been a talking point in the national media. No one really notices. People would just tell you it's Goran Dragic when he hasn't even really started most of the season. So the ball movement is incredible, and it's better. It's right now at a level that I'm not used to seeing from the Miami Heat, and they've always moved the ball kind of well.
Has it been a product of not having ball stoppers like Wade, LeBron, and Bosh to be able to stop and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. LeBron's going to drive and kick around in the corner. Like there's more options now on offense that they play more of a 5-out with Bam being that versatile, piece.
It seems as though the only time the ball ever really stops is Spo drawing up the final play of a game. Because Spo, like, analytics be damned. Like, he'll just go hero ball every time. Like, my guy just has to be better than your guy.
He loves the analytics too, that's strange to me that in those moments he squeezes. I guess that's what some coaches would tell you. Even the analytics guys, sometimes you got to go with your gut because they believe you don't always do it the numbers.
Yeah, especially at a timeout. Like he was always reputed like Doc Rivers, like one of these guys that would draw such great plays out of timeouts. But in crunch time, it sort of devolved into like best player has the ball and he'll make the right decision. It's not always maybe the right call, but we'll see with this team. Like Jimmy Butler's a weird alpha to have on your team because he's such a distributor, and he's not great shooting from the outside. But
Alpha
is that?
So I gotta
hit that.
as Heat home
Mike, when LeBron, Wade, and Bosh were together, what was your favorite Heat opponent?
Mina.
Mike,
the team that I hated, I mean, I really like
the Pacers, right?
It was a good try, Mina. Good try.
What happened? Why is it? What happened, Chris? What you too much heat?
Mina, no, I mean Mina's just trying, like, it's tight. There's tight windows here, and Mina's trying to get in and contribute. And it seems like every time she does, somebody just steps right over her and just starts talking.
No, it's okay. I'm loving this deep Miami Heat analysis. I was just gonna ask though, like, as this is a Heat crowd, watching the number ones like it feels like there's no dominant team in the bubble. And does that make you feel like actually like you've got I mean, we all know Bam is good against Giannis and all that, but watching the Bucks and the Clippers and the Lakers struggle, are you like, do you feel
they've already talked themselves into we can beat the Bucks?
You guys think
already
this
done
is
it?
No, and can we beat the Magic? I mean,
That's
that
the
is
question.
Yeah, that's home team right there.
Who can stop Vucevic? That's the question.
Throughout, we've been on the local hour. It's been a reoccurring theme since I think like the third game of the season when the Miami Heat went to Milwaukee without Jimmy Butler and won at Milwaukee. They're built to sort of give a team like Milwaukee problems. They can bomb from the outside over their length, and they have these defenders that are just as athletic as their guys. So it's going to be fun to see. I think Milwaukee ends up coming out of the East, but that's as good of a matchup for Miami as you could hope for, considering how overwhelming the Bucks have been.
If the non-Giannis's, their shots aren't dropping, the Heat can probably beat them.
Well, there's an APB out for Chris Middleton.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Stephen A. Mina, hold on a second. I wanted to ask you, Mina, how has the new show gone? Because many of the people at ESPN, like Stephen A. Smith, they're not doing it with a smirk when they say I'm putting an APB out on Chris Middleton. Like he's actually going to whatever law offices or law enforcement offices you need to go to, and he's actually in a suit with all those buttons putting out an APB. Like what's NFL Live been like? Has it been nervous, fun, good?
Dan, it's not started yet. Actually, it starts on this coming Monday because we got some extra playoff games on ESPN. So they wanted to.
But it was originally supposed to start this week, right?
Yeah. So we got like a bunch more afternoon games. So they wanted to launch it on ESPN the next week. So.
Are you super excited though? Because we haven't actually talked to you much. I know you're. I know you're excited, but like you're not nervous because when you started doing this television stuff, it scared you a little bit, and that dissipated pretty quickly.
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it feels like football is actually happening. Like, I feel like I didn't really believe it until this last week with the training camps and the storylines. And, we got Joe Judge making coaches run laps, which is like my favorite.
Wait,
NFL
what?
story.
Joe Judge is making coaches run laps?
He makes his
How is
assistants run laps.
This didn't come up on the show? This is like the best NFL story.
Wow.
He's gone like full Patriots cosplay and like he's implementing all the New England style discipline. Including like making none of the players they can't wear the names on their practice jerseys because you gotta be like you're
but Belichick is not notorious for making coaches run. Like, there's no way he made
Romeo Crennel run. Like
Charlie Weiss,
Matt Patricia.
Ethan Garrett is his offensive coordinator.
More of a rumble.
What are you laughing about? You got Charlie Weiss sewn on backwards.
I know that. I mean, I went Crennel, Mike went Charlie Weiss, and he created a better.
We all thundered in there. Hold on a second. Let's go get our fat Patriots assistants.
Pacers are surging back. Yeah. Have you guys know what he looks like?
Who?
Joe Judge.
Yeah, I do.
Joe Judge looks like a defense attorney, like a small town lawyer defense attorney, right?
I mean, the truth is he looks like a guy named Joe Judge.
Right.
Like there's no good looks like for him. But which is I actually think is kind of dangerous to be playing these games because the name sets itself up for so many like New York like tabloid
Yeah.
headlines, you know, like some like photoshops of him. and
Judgment Day.
Judge Dredd, Joe Judge, Jury, and Executioner. You know, so he's gotta
Right,
like
yeah.
play. But apparently, he's come in as Mr. Hardass.
Whatever the opposite of Broadway Joe is.
Yeah, there you go.
What is the opposite of Broadway Joe?
I'm trying to think like what the headline would be playing off of Broadway Joe.
Off Broadway Joe.
Off Broadway Joe.
Off Broadway Joe. That's so
Slightly
good.
off Broadway Joe.
Yeah.
See, that's I just plant the seed. I plant the seed and then
Mina, that's yours.
And then a weed grows, yeah.
Mina, look, I want you to do like what Whitlock does, which is some just terrible rhyme that you make up and copyright, and then you're the guy or the woman who named this person that. Do you want?
Yeah, don't do anything that Whitlock does.
Yes.
there it is.
there it is. Roy lashing out. I think you should. Yeah, I think you should absolutely make that his nickname on air. Make that your signature, Mina.
Okay, like giving funny nicknames.
Yeah, but
like
that
I'm
one's
George
for
Bush.
him. That one, like who? I didn't hear that.
Have we revisited the idea of flash paper in your like sleeve where you
Yeah.
get the hot takes throwing the fireballs? Or
I pitched that. They said they didn't have budget.
Oh, that's too bad.
That doesn't
That's
sound
one of those
right.
things that I feel like you just
Go
do
ahead.
out of pocket and then you expense afterwards.
You just yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
They're hitting threes. What are they hitting threes at the clip? They it feels like they're making more than half their threes.
Tony, stats.
I feel like this is the best 3-pointing performance since like the Big Three era.
They're making over
I
half.
wasn't
Dan.
dropping.
I mean, it felt like
I'd
they've made a lot of threes.
I'd say we're shooting over 50% then.
That's what
I
you
mean,
say?
I'm no statistician.
Okay.
Exactly 50% from three.
Boom.
All
Oh,
right.
not anymore. Not anymore. It's just updated. 15
Oh,
for
no.
29.
15 for 29.
There you go. Over 50%.
Hey.
Basketball.
I've noticed from the look of longing on Mike's face, like he just falls in love with Olynyk.
He looks like he dimmed the lights also in the room that he's
Yeah,
in.
he
Like,
did.
This is turning into like a
Setting the
weird
mood.
No, he has. This is, he does.
situation.
He's lit candles. There are some. There are like massage
that's
oils
sloppy.
in there.
Not wearing pants anymore.
I love that.
Oh.
Gotta get the baseball. No, I've invited an
Another
NBA
one for you, Mike. Up.
No,
More
that's
Wide
ball.
open.
Hey,
More
beautiful,
ball,
eh?
man.
Yeah, give me one. All right.
I do agree with Mike. This team is really fun to watch.
I mean,
That I will.
that's pretty to look at. That's the
Yes.
Spurs in that series where they beat the Heat in 5. That's to me still the best I've ever seen basketball being played in terms of ball movement. I mean, it's like Barcelona in their prime, moving the ball around like it's just.
Oh, there
out.
it is.
Oh
There
my
it is.
God.
No,
You
there
actually
it is. What there is
There
what?
it is.
What other? Okay. Well,
Barcelona in their
Your
prime.
bingo card.
Up Brazil in the World Cup. You could have gone there.
Or Germany in the World Cup.
no, but
What is that?
Oh,
The
just
TikTok
no
Brazil
sound.
would
Barcelona.
keep the ball at their feet a lot, and that would be like Jogo Bonito. Like, I mean, in terms of like, get the ball out quick.
Mike, you got to find a way to combine this pretentious soccer analogy with a pretentious music analogy and merge them. And just so you can combine all of your interests into one.
That'd be a $125 fine there.
Does everyone have the same reaction when he starts talking soccer? Do we all roll our eyes?
Yep.
Is that a consensus? You too, Mina? Mina, you too? Like whenever he starts doing the Barcelona, all of us?
You know
Yep.
what? though? I don't, but I pretend like I'm like it's like kind of like an.
Eventually, you'll just start
I know
rolling
you're
your eyes
talking
and tune
about
it out.
Bitcoin.
Eventually.
I don't do it all that often. I don't. It's just I want top shelf Barcelona.
Unplug your podcast.
Mike.
It's insane. Sorry, ball. Like, I wasn't talking about Napoli. Like, I was talking about the greatest club team ever.
I love on air. Yeah, I do love on air. I love you, the way you totally overpronounce all the foreign
I
names
did.
when talking about soccer. And
Yeah,
like,
right. Okay, that's such a great point because you don't do it when you're talking about foreign basketball players.
I don't.
But then
do
when
it.
you're talking about soccer, suddenly you're like nailing the pronunciations. Like, you know,
because of your Chelsea gig?
basketball.
Is it because of your Chelsea gig that you feel obligated to be Mario Lopez?
Is it because of my Chelsea gig that I want to call people by their names? No, it's just I think it's decent. They're not called lion; they're called Leon.
Oh, God. No.
It's that end part. It's the real end part.
Oh,
It's a
Jimmy,
French team.
Jimmy just pulled up. Jimmy just pulled up.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy. But I
Jimmy.
got
I can't remember the last time the Miami Heat had performed so well in the NBA playoffs.
Well, they're making all of their threes. That helps, right? Because I
Hasn't
mean,
Jimmy been shooting poorly though?
yeah,
Make or miss league.
the
Oh, for crying out loud.
That's a
Attaboy,
good
Chris.
point, Chris.
The revelation.
the numbers on threes have all changed. Like if we were to go right now and look at records for playoff threes for the Miami Heat, would they be approaching it right now? I know
in a game.
I'm
Tony,
wondering
stats.
because of
On
how
it.
how the numbers have changed in this game. They're at now 17 threes. I know the whole game has changed, but
I bet you they're up there. I bet you this performance is. It feels like it's up there, right? Every shot.
well,
is
but I
a
don't know
three.
where their playoff record. What is the game that you remember them making a bunch of like
Game
bombing
5
someone out with
game
threes?
Game 5 against
Mike Miller game.
the
Thunder.
NBA Finals.
The
The Mike Miller game. Yeah.
Shane Battier had 7 threes.
Right, that Mike Miller game. That was the Battier game too.
Yeah. 1 shoot 3.
Roy just saying, the Mike Miller game.
No,
Yes,
Battier was
the Miller
against
minutes.
Spurs. The Miller game was the Oklahoma City
Was?
Thunder game where he's sort of like because Mike Miller wasn't that great that season. I think he would even tell you he was a bit of a disappointment that year, but then he came through in the NBA Finals.
Which one was it? Was it the repeat year when Battier was struggling like the whole playoffs and then he turned it on like game 7 or game?
You told it. You know how he fixed
Have
it, right?
you heard the story? It's a
I mean,
great-
obviously, I guess I did. I forgot though.
No, it was game 7. Have you
Yeah.
not? It's one of his
What did he have?
best stories.
7 threes in
He
game
had
7.
6 or 7 threes, and he'd been terrible. And he said so. He aimed to miss.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
He aimed left. He aimed slightly left.
He was aiming to miss his shots because he had lost his confidence and he couldn't make anything. And then all of a sudden, he made a bunch of threes. That's what Stugotz is talking about when he says it feels different without a bubble, like that the crowd and all that stuff that Shane Battier started feeling it after he made his first one. Like I remember the gratitude and relief in the crowd that he made his first one because he missed something before that. That's got to be lonely, man. Ugh.
Yeah. I used to do that with my beer pong shot. If you're off a little bit, you just aim a little, you aim for like the right edge of the cup. Yep.
Did Amin just leave and never to come
Yeah.
back? Uh-oh, look who's coming in. Wait a minute. We've got a guest star, ladies and gentlemen, the Mina Kimes podcast featuring Lenny. Didn't you just call him on the couch? I saw you hitting the couch, and there he is. Yes. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You get to meet
Come
the
on, Lenny.
unbelievable Lenny. Come on, Lenny.
Lenny! Lenny! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Good
boy.
Now that's a good looking dog.
The undeserving star, Lenny, doesn't have any gifts, doesn't have any skills, can't do any tricks, just sits there.
That's tricks.
I mean, that's a trick right there.
Hey, he does tricks all the time. What the heck are you talking about?
It's hit in the face with a ball is what he does. He
No.
can't hit the ball like a
No,
real
he don't
dog.
sit.
Oh, wait,
Lenny
what?
sit.
Lenny,
sit.
Lenny, sit.
He's on a couch.
Heel. Heel Lenny.
Lenny
sit.
looks like one of those dogs that hates other dogs.
That's true. He does hate other dogs.
Chris, did
Kinda
you
like
know
a
there's
Jimmy
a baseball
Butler-
field next to the Bankers Field House? I mean,
God.
I know,
Inferiority
right?
complex.
Hey, is Lorenzo still in the room?
He's
you guys,
still in the
I
way.
hope not.
before the end of this game gets too tense,
Oh,
do
here
you
you
guys
go.
want to try with do you want to
Right.
try to get to that video?
Teach you guys.
I think the video is just going to make everyone more angry. It's not a great video. I mean, not by his fault of it, but it's
Well,
just.
how long is
Oh,
it?
it is his fault.
No, Roy, it's our. I mean, if anything, it's our fault. We shot the footage he got.
It's his fault for not being able to go because he annoyed Dan.
Right. Well, that's.
All right. Can you?
Good accountability going on
Oh.
today.
Hello, friends.
Lorenzo.
Look,
yeah,
Lenny's
yeah.
doing tricks. Lower the camera a little bit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Him?
Lower it a little.
Lower the camera.
It's not. Here, hold on.
Oh, it's higher.
Or move him back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have to be bribed to do these tricks?
That's how tricks work. You use a trick.
I don't want a dog. How did I know?
Oh, it works
Oh.
with kids too, honestly.
Oh, that's
Roll
true.
over. Come on, you got no all the way. Roll over.
Roll over.
Yay! Who's a good boy?
Hey.
Dude, you could do tricks. Shit.
Mina.
No cursing.
No cursing.
No cursing.
Twitch rules.
It wasn't actually.
It really is like that with. It's like that with kids too. It's not just dogs that like you just like, hey, you want to do this? Well, I'll give you this.
First, how many applesauce packets did your daughter
I
have
think
today?
9.
9. That's a lot
Nine
of
apple
apples.
go-go squeeze packets and 2 of those what's this, like, fake popcorn? Have you
Wow.
guys had this fake popcorn? These
Fake popcorn?
Can't think of
Is
the
a
name.
Corn
real
pops?
who's
Oh,
It's
what are you
like
talking about?
puffs. These puffs things, they're the worst.
Hey, here, Goran
Popcorn.
Dragic.
Pirate booty.
Pirate booty, that's it.
Hey, look who's here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a surprise for everybody. Izzy
Hey!
Gutierrez is our basketball.
Hey.
Easy.
And Pablo.
Pablo. Oh, hey, ho, ho, ho.
Hey.
All right, I'm putting Lorenzo back in the waiting room.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah.
Hey.
We're never gonna get that video, are we? It's gonna be
No,
the
we're not. No.
hardest video.
He didn't call glass.
He didn't mean to do
didn't
that.
call glass.
Izzy, are you cutting your own hair? What's the
No.
Looks fantastic.
Wow,
Sexy
you guys are
as
like
hell.
a
It's
good
so ridiculous.
7 seconds ahead of me. So feel free to stop talking about it. No, my barber closed for the month of August again, and so I have to wait until September to get this bad boy taken care of. But nobody knows the difference when it's cut or not. So okay.
Your confidence will be open again in September. Come on.
Izzy, and we'll get to Pablo in a second, but Izzy, I invited you specifically on because I had the hot take that this is the best ball movement I've ever seen from the Miami Heat. I couldn't really think of a better comp outside of maybe game 2 in that series that they ended up losing to the Spurs. But this is the best ball movement I've seen from the Miami Heat. Do you agree?
100% agree. I was watching with Anthony, and he said, "Man, everybody on this team is shooting open shots," and I was like, "That's because of great ball movement." But just to to add on to that, I think Jimmy passes it maybe one too many times. Sometimes I don't think I've ever seen somebody who has layups.
Yeah, but they're doing the thing that the Warriors started doing, where they give up layups for threes. Like they like the open threes. They've changed the way they do the math on
like that.
stuff, right?
Again, they just did it.
Yeah.
Basketball now.
Hero drove baseline, absorbed 3 different defenders and kicked it out top of the key. Dragic 3.
A rare too much ball movement.
What did Kendrick Nunn do? What did Kendrick Nunn do? He's in trouble, right?
I know, right? That is weird. It's just Hero, man. It's just Hero, I think.
Izzy, are you with Mike that Goran Dragic is, because the math changed and the efficiencies changed, that Goran Dragic is the best point guard in Heat history, that he's better than Tim Hardaway, who was inefficient? Tim Hardaway has been alleged that he was the Lorenzo of point guards when it came to efficiency.
Oh, man.
That's funny. And you're also leaving out Mario Chalmers a couple of rings.
Wasn't it on
time,
your
you
show
know.
that Stan was talking about? Tim Hardaway tells him all the time, if guys couldn't hand check me, I'd be dropping 40 on people. Yeah, I don't think he's the best. I think, everybody fills their role, and Goran in this role is able to do what he does best, which is just get his own whenever he wants to. But in terms of the better overall point guard for what they did, I still got to lean Timmy a little bit, even with the numbers being different, especially back then because he was so willing to take those threes at a time that not everybody else
I couldn't argue with Mike, though, because in my memory, I just feel like Tim Hardaway was more dangerous, but I wasn't doing basketball math back then the way that I'm doing it now. So I just thought he was exciting. He could always get a shot. And I love that when he went 0 for 17, he thought he was going to make 18. He actually started the game.
You don't want to base an argument on memories? I mean, what's the matter with you, man?
To that point, though, my memory of Tim Hardaway is a very large part Golden State Warriors, so it probably skews it a little bit. So.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway was in Golden State. Tim Hardaway was certainly better. Like he had so many injuries over here. But if you look at the stats are actually in Goran's favor. Timmy was a better defender, right? I think we can give Tim Hardaway.
Not really.
He would gamble.
Just having a field day every time he played against Timmy.
Yeah, he would just gamble.
For memories.
Hey, Pablo.
Why are you guys?
Oh, Pablito.
Why are you guys erasing Bimbo Coles from Miami Heat history?
Wow, that's a good point.
Great name.
What a name.
Great name.
What is he doing now, by the way? What is Bimbo
Wasn't he an
Coles
assistant with
doing?
Miami and then got in trouble for something, right, Dan?
I don't remember. Oh, I think you've got that right. I think when I do word association with Bimbo Coles, it's remembering that he was at like a Make-A-Wish charity dinner, and Pat Riley was being quoted at that moment saying, "We're not going to do any trades." And then next thing you know, I think like either Alonzo Mourning or Glenn Rice, something. He traded him during a charity dinner after saying that day that they weren't going.
He was a part of the Tim Hardaway trade, right?
It was one. Yeah, it was one of those trades. I don't remember.
I think he owns like a charcoal company now.
But Riley's always
That's
done
a bad
that.
joke, isn't it?
Bimbo charcoals.
Yeah, no, it's just a bad joke.
It's
all right.
Can
I'm
we
gonna
hit him
put
with the sound?
Yes,
Can we
put
hit him
him
with
in
the
the waiting
sound?
room.
Putting
Thank
Chris in
you.
the waiting
Yes,
room.
put him in the waiting room. Yes, punish him.
All right.
Thank you.
Who needs Greg Cody? We have the next evolution.
The thing about what he just did.
You just put him in timeout.
Man, this ball movement is pretty. It feels.
Mike, is there anybody else in the NBA that makes defenders think they have a great closeout only to have to eat a three than Duncan Robinson? I mean, that guy is so above embarrassment because when you get caught up in the air and have to bail out, like he's got a Hall of Fame bailout on NBA 2K. Hall of Fame bailout because he gets up in the air and he just makes a pinpoint pass, gets it right back, splash.
He for such a great shooter, he doesn't have like one of these laser quick releases, right?
Maybe it's because he played like a year of basketball at Williams College. Maybe he never learned how to do that when he was playing at Williams College, which is
Williams.
I mean, the Miami Heat. So many recent examples of having these testaments to what many in the organization call heat culture. That okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pablo,
Heat culture. Oh boy.
Pablo, let's talk about some basketball expertise that you could lend to these proceedings to whoever it is that's watching this. Is Mina still out there? Or did she leave?
Mina took a call. I have like 10 minutes, by the way, before I got to go do actual work, but I'm here to give all of your.
What actual work do you have to do?
Well, are a lot of people making fun of you about the Ben Simmons stuff? Like, are you now publicly apologizing for the process?
Why would I apologize for anything? This has only redeemed all of my takes. It has only redeemed the prophecies that I foretold. Like, the reason this team is bad is because they squandered all of the hard work that Sam Hinkie did. There's no way around that. Elton Brand is the John Elway of GMs. He went and signed a bunch of guys that remind Elton Brand of himself. They're giant dudes who are limited. And it turns out that when you lose Ben Simmons, your entire team falls apart, which justifies my entire thing about why Ben Simmons is so important. So I'm not eating any crow. In fact, I'm serving crow to all of you.
Pablo, the team kind of fell apart when Jimmy Butler left it.
That one little change. If they just took Tatum instead of Fultz.
Pretty sure Tobias Harris is every time Tobias Harris gets traded, the team he gets traded to gets worse.
Yeah.
Pretty sure about that.
But he wanted to teach Josh Richardson what it was like to be part of a winning culture.
Don't worry, though. Tobias Harris only has the third most guaranteed dollars owed to him in the NBA.
Behind Al Horford and who else?
Whoa.
God.
Yeah, but it's not like Hinkie did great with those draft picks either. I know he would stop.
Yeah, he only drafted Joel Embiid, man. That guy.
Yeah, well,
but actually, you know what? I'm talking to a bunch of people who I believe would take Bam over Joel Embiid. Is that an actual opinion you guys hold in your heart of hearts?
I love Joel Embiid. I think he should be better, but I think because he's better would make him like one of the 5 best players ever. Like seriously, when I look at
I love Joel Embiid for 33% of the season because that's pretty much when he's at his best.
Precisely. Yeah, he did get Joel Embiid, but I don't actually think that Joel Embiid played for one of his teams because he was injured that entire year.
More like Sam Stinky.
Yeah, Mike, what do you do?
My whole thing about the process.
Wait a minute, Mike. You just missed that. No, wait a minute. Let's not let this fly.
What?
Listen to me.
Get him out of here.
Get the game show sound ready and get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
To the end of the game. Chris Cody just tried to stink. He tried to stick in there more like Sam Stinky because he's his father. Get out of here.
Oh my good God. Get out of here, man.
Get out of here. God.
He popped out like a groundhog and then went back underground as if none of us had heard it. That's what was most amazing to me. You gotta just be out here, man. Just be out here and take it.
The celebrities keep pouring in. Reggie Watts is back.
Amin, wait a minute. Izzy, what do you think of Amin?
That's Amin?
I just made Amin a talking cartoon shrub. What do you make of the look that Amin is going with here?
Wow. So we've seen like the polar opposites of what can happen when you sort of let your hair grow out and not know what's going to happen between Amin and Bomani. Bomani turned that into owning the coolest photo shoot, this side of the train tracks.
I saw a picture.
The same exact thing going for himself.
I saw a great picture of you. First of all, you got Bomani in the dashiki with in his hair, and you were next to him, and you of course were. You and the guy she warned you about was Bomani, like, and you look totally crazy. Yeah, Izzy, you gotta look. Somebody's gonna send that to Izzy because putting them next to each other, Bomani looks so good, and you look so bad next to him.
This is bad. I don't understand what bad is. You guys are so stuck in this Eurocentric, westernized version of what good looks like. Right? Like somehow me embracing my natural locks is bad, right?
Wait,
Why?
We look up GQ Europe like it's all a bunch of amines in there. Is that
The most objectionable thing about what just happened in the last 2 minutes is that Dan said all of that about Amin, but if Dan takes off his hat, he is absolutely the person at ESPN who looks like the most like Amin in terms of hair. It's not even close.
Yes, I've let go. In fact, I'm going to do it here for the.
Should.
Oh, here we go.
Wonderful.
Why is Lorenzo back?
Oh,
in
that's
here?
not it. That's not. Yeah,
Oh, no,
exactly.
hold
There
on,
it is.
hold on. Give me a
There
second.
it
I'll
is.
get it out.
I mean, best ball movement you've ever seen for the Miami Heat?
It's been pretty good.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
You take
That's
that. You
Pretty
take that.
good. Nice.
That's what I was saying. Like it's good. It's good ball movement.
Got it.
Yo,
I'm on it.
Best
I
ever.
mean, look at this.
Dan looks like
A wrestler. He looks like a wrestler.
He looks like a wrestler.
He does.
Dan looks like
See that
John.
video? Did you guys see that video?
Oh,
of
Jimmy
someone
just hit the backboard on a 3.
The last time Dan did this, I said he looks like Brito, which is like a very Miami centric reference. But have you guys seen the video of someone going
This
to
is a good
Brito's
video.
store? And it turns out they actually bought the piece of art from him, and then it was like this porcelain thing, and then threw it on the ground right in front of Brito, who was appalled that this could happen. And she was like, "Don't ever come to one of my restaurants and be rude to my workers ever again."
Yep.
Best part is he tried to catch the apple, the porcelain apple. He got one finger on it, and then he just dragged his whole hand down.
I believe that Bomani nailed it the best. The look that Dan
Lorenzo's
is
here?
showing is Akeem the African.
Why are you okay?
Whoever did that, MVP.
Good job. Thank you. Good job. Good job.
Roy,
I mean,
Yeah.
look
Oh,
at
wow.
this.
because you requested.
Ah, there it is. He's got the pick. The Afro pick.
I mean, this is a cross-racial Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, you look better. You're looking better already.
Mike,
Yo,
Tyler Hero's fastball. Got a little LeBron to it.
yeah, man.
It gives you the little, like if he has, some chest strength or something on those fastballs.
He's been initiating a little bit more offense. We saw with some of the injuries in the bubbles, him playing point, struggling a little bit with the court vision. But
Oh
can
my
this guy be a
God.
point guard?
Say that again.
Can Tyler Hero actually project as a point guard?
My biggest issue with Tyler so far is even though he has the handles, he tends to sort of predetermine what he's doing rather than just reading his defender. Because when he reads the defender and just sort of either crosses over or pulls back or does his thing, like that dude's going to be a step and a half behind him. But it seems like sometimes he's just trying to do the moves he practiced as opposed to reading the defender. Once he gets that, I mean, I think he's great on that.
I don't
actually
think
good basketball analysis. Go ahead, Amin.
I don't think his ball handling is good enough to be a full-time point guard, but he can be a combo guard. He can be a shooting guard that can run a secondary pick and roll or under pressure can put on the floor. But in terms of bring the ball up, run the offense, I don't see it coming for him.
No, but he can play that way, next to Jimmy, next to Andre, next to Bam.
Next to Bam, most importantly.
If you had to bet, would Tyler Hero ever make an All-Star game?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, he's not making All-Star game.
I feel like Heat fans.
Why do you say that?
I feel like Heat fans think his ceiling is an All-Star.
I think you're right. I'm just saying, if I'm not a gambler, but my safe bet would be no. But these things change year to year. Like next year, I could have a completely different opinion.
Amin, do you have a comp, like a player comp right now for Tyler Hero, and an example of someone? You say that he has to improve his handles. Was there anyone in the league that had bad handles and all of a sudden became a really
Jimmy Butler's on the floor?
I think he's just selling this. I think.
Yeah, I think he got elbowed in the ribs.
He's holding his head though. Hold on.
CPR.
They're giving him CPR. Whoa.
CPR. We've escalated to CPR.
Goron.
Solid joke by
First
Goron
on the
there.
scene.
Solid joke.
I think he knew.
Who let Sam Stinky back into the room?
Oh, his head on the back on his knee.
Oh, that's it.
I mean, this team's gonna get a warm ovation from the Miami crowd when they get home, huh?
Hold on.
Going to the airport to greet him.
Pablo's got to leave. Pablo, let's go. Before you get out of here, give us some basketball analysis. Give the people something that they want.
So to answer Mike's question before about who's really improved their handle over the course of their time in the league,
Kevin
wouldn't you say Russell Westbrook qualifies there? Russell Westbrook led the league in turnovers when he entered, basically got to play point guard with diplomatic immunity, and then became Russell Westbrook. Like, I feel like that's a pretty good example.
I would say
actual analysis for a change. Sorry, guys.
I would say Westbrook's hand. I mean, they've gotten better, but I still wouldn't. He's not really a ball on a string guy. I'm getting by you because I'm so fast. I would say.
I mean, he's aged better than I thought he was going to age. Like, I thought his game was going to go straight into the toilet because the athleticism would dissipate.
But it hasn't dissipated. Like, we're still waiting for it to dissipate. When it does, then we'll have a conversation. But until it doesn't, obviously.
But how is that possible that it hasn't dissipated? Like,
Dan, I think you're thinking of like leaping athleticism, but his speed and quickness is still there. Like and obviously he's long enough where if he gets a half step by you, it's going to be a foul.
But he's been a bad shooter for his size. He is more gifted athletically than how many that you've seen. Just talking, if I say you can, never mind size or anything else.
Just think of him and Derrick Rose.
Yeah, exactly. Izzy's right. I think it's Westbrook 1, Rose 2, honestly. 1A, 1B, maybe. But Westbrook's as athletic as any point guard there's ever been.
I mean, how many teams have come back after losing the first 2 games at home in the best of 7?
You know what, Stugotz? I think on that note, you should just like wave and say goodnight, everybody. Like, unless you got another one in. Stugotz has been lobbing these home grenade jokes the entire.
I mean, the Heat really think they stole 2 on the road here.
Stugotz, let me ask you. Let me lob this grenade because this is a very Stugotzy question. If the Heat could get Joel Embiid, but the cost is Bam Adebayo, would you do it?
I would do it because I love the bigger name, but my guess is Mike would not, and my guess is you guys wouldn't. And you guys are probably right. I mean,
Let me also sprinkle on it that Embiid won't have outrageous injury concerns. Like he'll be.
I think Embiid. That would be me. But I'll always take the bigger name. I mean,
I think everyone would take Embiid.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take the guy who requires the ball in the post most of the time. It's just not that big of a part of the game anymore. And I feel like it slows teams down. I feel like it sort of creates. You have to have that identity if you're building around Joel Embiid. And with Bam Adebayo, you have a variety of options.
More like Israel Guti is stinky.
No, he should stay. That was good.
No, he's actually got to leave.
I thought of something that Pablo said. He said 1A and 1B. We never get to 1C, huh? Like, no one ever says 1C.
Oh, God, Lorenzo's back.
Good point. Thank you, Chris.
Oh,
Anthony Davis.
Amin gets it. Amin gets that.
Should he play the video
I like that.
or should he play the video?
There's 55 seconds left in the game. He better.
The Heat are up by 10 with 50 seconds left, and now the Pacers are trapping. Are they going to foul or no? They're not going to foul. Is this
10 points? No, it's over.
Hey, this is when we say Reggie Miller's not walking through that door, man. Just let this game end.
Austin Kroger is not walking through that door.
Mark Jackson's not walking through this door.
Bald Chris Mullen is
They
not
head back to Miami up 2-0.
Yep, heading back.
Rick Smith's not walking through this door.
Back to your hotel room.
Austin Crozier is not.
Oh!
I think Izzy said that one already. I will be the
Except
arbiter
I
there.
pronounce it Crozier.
Wang Gigi.
All right, I'm sorry.
Is there a McKee on this team? I don't think
Take
so.
Jeff Foster.
Travis
Jermaine
Best.
O'Neal.
I hated Jeff Foster. Oh, my God.
Travis Best.
It's gonna be a long monorail ride.
That's what I was
between
just
the next game in Miami.
Fred
Walk
Jones.
back to the hotel.
Fred Jones.
Fred Jones. Oh, my
It's gonna
God.
be a quiet. It's gonna be a quiet walk back to the hotel, boys.
What happened?
You said Fred Jones, man.
What happened to Mina? What happened? Just
Right?
Oh,
I
two
don't know.
big time.
still
She's
there.
too big time for this.
Walk back
Haven't
to
you-
the hotel.
He's working a lot. He is working a lot. Like Mina's
Quiet,
always
somber walk.
taking
Talking
a
about, we found out that she has a week off that she wasn't expecting here.
Oh, how about that?
Chris, that is great. A long team walk back to the hotel.
Somber
they all
walk.
walk
A
together?
somber walk.
Eric Dampier. It's not going through the store.
making the same joke.
He still hasn't worked in a South Beach.
Chris
food.
and I have been at this for 48 hours.
4 straight hours. You've been doing nothing but making the exact same joke.
You
Joe
can
Davis
tell
isn't walking through the
4
store.
hours. That's
Tough
all.
person is not walking through. Is that Mina? Is Mina the legs that keep walking back and
Yes, yes, yes.
What's she doing?
I think that,
She's gonna get some tweets later, man.
she may have forgotten that she's on camera. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the video for her.
No.
No.
I'll
This is content.
Okay.
I want to see a surprise look.
You guys want to see the Lorenzo video or the last 50 seconds of the game? People are going to want to watch.
The last 50 seconds of the game.
Lorenzo, are you doing your homework? What is that?
It looks like he's doing taxes in front
All
of
right,
like a
so
calculator.
I came onto this stream and it was very stressful. I'm sorry, I got defensive. I am stuck in a fish bowl up in DC.
Get to
You
it.
guys
Get
just
to it.
berate
Lorenzo,
Get to the point.
it.
Get to the point.
I've been
Get to the point.
coloring. I've been coloring to reduce some of my stress.
What?
I
Coloring?
have a Rick and Morty coloring book.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Get rid of that digital background.
Yes,
one
please.
sees
Okay,
it.
all right, no
Please.
background. Okay.
Yes, no background.
No background.
You're a grown ass man.
So I have
Color.
options. It's
It'd
good
be
to have
hilarious
options.
if it goes away and it's like the exact same background in real life.
Yeah, it would. Well, that's much better.
I have options. We have the yacht video and we
We're
have
out of
murder
time.
trivia party. We could do both. Quid pro quo,
Yeah.
Dan. I'll show you the video if we play murder trivia party with this fine.
What
Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here.
Arguing with me for like if you don't have any leverage here, either I kick you out and we never see your video. What do you
Quid pro
video?
quo.
Get out of here! No,
All right. You want the video? Are we
Not
ready for the
really.
video?
not really.
I don't think we should play the video.
How long is the video?
It's just gonna be underwhelming.
It's
Yeah.
3:45.
Chris, on top of everything else,
4 minutes.
not just being inefficient, is Lorenzo's judgment also spectacularly intergalactically bad?
Once again, I had the Twitch idea.
Chris, answer
So
my
yes.
question. Answer my question, Chris.
I love Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Thank you,
too.
Chris.
But
Blue
I-
guy,
Do
Chris.
you?
But
Do
I
you,
look-
Dan?
But I look, Lorenzo, as a person, I love you and your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
As the worker, not so much.
Are we gonna? Maybe,
I mean,
Do we want the video? Should I roll that beautiful bean footage?
I'm gonna
Oh
let
my
the. I'm
God.
gonna let everyone.
Oh my God.
Everyone should vote here, and then we live with the consequences. Let's go around the room in the event I'm being mean. Yes or no? Tony, yes, we should see the video or no?
No.
Mike, yes or no?
I've been here too long. No.
Billy, yes or no?
I'll give you a pity yes, Lorenzo, but I
Roy,
don't
yes or
want
no?
I want to take a nap. No.
Mina, she's busy. Izzy,
Mina,
yes or
my
no?
ally.
I don't even know what the video is, but I vote no.
Amin,
Is it about Star Wars?
No, I wish
It's
it was.
Shad Khan's boat. I mean,
Then no.
Chris,
it doesn't
Rare-
even matter at this
The
point.
rare pity yes from Billy, a pest. I vote no.
Stugotz.
Wow. We're never going to see his video. We're never going to see his video.
Thumbs
Lost
down from
forever.
Stugatz.
All right.
How about the Twitch game? Twitch game.
Oh man,
Lorenzo, get out of
everyone's tired.
Get out of here.
Twa-
We're
a
going
twain.
home.
I'm just removing him
We're going
entirely.
home. 109, 100. Miami's going to win the game. They've got 19 seconds left. Are we getting out of here? Is Mina still on the phone? She's still on the phone. Chris,
Who do you think she's talking to? Hold on. Who do you guys think she's talking to?
NFL Live.
Doors?
Yeah.
Sean McVay.
Wendy Nix. Wendy
Like, is
Nix.
it someone with the show or someone in the NFL?
We did this whole Twitch thing
Diana
to
Rossini.
raise awareness so that we haven't
Louis
hit the
Riddick.
long hour and we haven't even mentioned it once.
All right, well, let's know
Finally,
who-
Mina.
All right, so
Oh.
who's with us right now to promote this correctly? We will get an answer to our question from Mina as this game And Mike, what do you want to tell the people who's with us? Thank you guys. Thank you for being.
I was clapping up the mic.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I was clapping up.
Big W.
What do you want to advertise? What do
The
you wanna
Big
tell 'em?
Suey. They took away an hour from the national radio show, but that doesn't mean less Dan Lebitard for our audience. And if you're watching this Twitch, God bless you. You must like the Dan Lebitard show. More daily Dan Lebitard show with Stu Gatz for you on the normal channel feed. The Dan Lebitard show with Stu Gatz. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please do that and support us because we're working hard.
Izzy,
And-
thank you.
What's Mina's eating?
Hold on a second. I've just got some questions before we get out of here. Izzy, that was a very nice thing, vulnerable and open, that you did with some fans on the show that I imagine are watching right now. Lowers After Hours. Did you want to tell the people anything? Lauer
Sure.
After Hours.
It's Lauer After Hours.
Lauer After Hours.
We're doing the S thing.
Basically the fans of the show, not Lowers After
I'm
Hours.
tired, guys. Come on.
PlayStations.
Thank you for joining us on the Twitches.
And there's a lot in there. I mean, there's got to be something that's relatable to everybody there. There's addiction talk, there's LGBT issues, there's family discussions, there's a lot of stuff there, a lot of not just me being vulnerable, but a lot of the the fans of the show talking. There's just a lot there, and I highly recommend it.
And so a nice little light listen.
Like a fool.
No, it's not a light listen, but I wanted to get Izzy on, but I didn't want to just call him today to be our guy on gay issues. So I did want to actually talk to you, Izzy, about what happened with, like, how hurtful.
We doing show? Is this show now? What are we doing here?
I thought for sure Chris Cody was going to come in with gissues.
I was there. I was in my mind, Mike. I was like judgment, and then that judgment thing happened, and I was like, I can't do that.
But we didn't talk about the Brenneman thing seriously today, and I had we did a little bit, but I thought about you when I thought about the funny of that, and if you can find the funny in that, when it's like a perfect scripted moment for absurdity and awkwardness in the apology, but I know that under that you're getting hurt. You're like, it's such a crappy thing to have to endure.
The reason I didn't care about, and I just found the funny in it, was because I could tell from the beginning that it was an empty apology, and that the fact that he follows it up with it was I'm a man of faith, and then follows it up with the home run call was just even more hilarious, because it's just like, wait, where were you going with that in terms of our community? Because those aren't our greatest allies either. But take your second and call the home run real quick. Like, definitely found the humor in all of that. I just sort of followed it all on Twitter as it a little bit, maybe about half an hour to an hour after it was happening, and it was like none of it was surprising, and I was disappointed by all of it. And what I want to do is just make sure that people don't just lump it in with all this other cancel culture BS and say, oh, it's just everybody being overly sensitive, when the way he said that, he says it all the time.
It was so easy, Izzy. It was that's the part that bothered me. How can you get with a straight face say, how can you stay with a straight face? That's not who I am. When you said it so easily, like
he said it with his chest, like legitimately. And that's just one of those things where it's just like, the amount of people that he has no idea who he's just sort of flippantly hurting. He doesn't even probably right now doesn't fully understand that. And so the more the conversation happens, the better.
You guys are doing great sitting through this and being real supportive. I know the game ended, so I appreciate
you can get out of here. Just
no. When Israel's in the middle of talking about this, there's a little group text going on with me, Billy, and Chris. You can't exactly just leave. So.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Give you permission too.
We are thrilled you lasted. Thank you. You made the same joke for 4 hours. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for doing it.
I'd like to be a fly on the wall, not heat airplane home. You can imagine the mood on that plane.
What do you have to tell the people to promote? Because you've got a couple of podcasts, and people who like our shows should be involved with what it is that you're doing over there. Tell them so that they can find you.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Black Opinions Matter, BOMM, is our podcast about culture and entertainment through the lens of the Black experience. And last week we had Irv Rowland, who's a former NBA assistant coach, and Kenny Stills, a wide receiver with the Houston Texans. They were among the protesters who got arrested at the house of the Attorney General in Kentucky, protesting the murder of Breonna Taylor.
Hold on just a second. Billy, why didn't we ever run the sound from that this week? Because I wanted to run some of the sound from that podcast, because the Kenny Stills stuff,
the show's an hour shorter.
It's on the sound for 3 days. I don't know.
Okay.
So we're going to end up sticking around here for the Rockets game.
Get out of here.
Rockets 2.
We could do
OKC.
Marlins.
Oh, no,
you guys wanna
tie
do,
now.
You guys
Wow.
want to do Marlins Mets 7 p.m.?
That's a later.
Do I do Tigers White Sox? Is on ESPN too.
Where can we find that podcast, Amin?
BOMM, wherever you get podcasts. These guys were not read their Miranda rights. They were not told what they were charged. They were held shackled in a room for hours before they even were transferred to a cell. The whole story is very interesting.
Spoilers.
Herb Roland. BOMM is the podcast. Give it a listen. The other podcast, if you want something lighter, Cinephobe. We review poorly rated movies. We did Movie 43, which was
Oh God.
Great ensemble cast.
Great on the cast is amazing. The movie is not. Listen to our podcast. We make fun of it. You'll laugh. You'll enjoy yourself.
Did you do one with Stugatz? Did you do
We
one?
did Tango and Cash with Stugatz. He was amazing. Stugatz is. What's up?
Where's my invite?
You're on. You're
I'm
on the
most
list.
famous film critic at ESPN, and you haven't invited.
So here's the deal. You're on the list, Mina, but we're worried that you're just going to read the Wikipedia entry for the movie. So
I don't know what she watches. She I don't know why she feels the need to fake her movie knowledge.
Love movies. I just watched Zodiac for the first time. It was excellent.
What is it about?
Is that something you watch more than once? Like, oh, I want to watch about the Zodiac Killer again.
No, I've never seen it, but Netflix promoted it to me, and my husband and I could not agree on a movie, and we were like, oh, we like David Fincher, and I was
That's
riveted.
Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Gyllenhaal.
Robert Downey Jr. too. NFL Live with Mina Kimes begins on Monday. Izzy Gutierrez has a new interview out with Lauer After Hours. If you're a fan of the show, fans of the show have banded together and put together a podcast. The Big Sue is a part of the Dan Le Batard Show with Sue Gotch channel feed, and Pablo Torre was in here earlier. Check him out on ESPN Daily. Thank you guys so much.
Hold on, Mina, who are you talking to?
I want to get out of here.
Who are you
Good God, it's halftime.
The rest of them can talk. It's a Zoom.
Who were you talking to on the phone? Give us the punchline so we can get out of here.
That was ESPN PR talking to me about promote.
Give us somebody better. Even fake it.
The
Tell us Ron
marketing
Jaworski.
apparatus behind,
Sal Powell, somebody, yeah.
Somebody.
Jaws.
PR. God.
I'm Chris Cody,
and
ESPN.
Oh, BSPN, the Big Suey thing.
No serious
come on.
I said B. I said B.
Dan
Just
is
couldn't hear. I
gone,
said B.
everybody.
Tony, thank you so much for putting this thing together. Let us know if
Great
you
job,
liked it,
Tony.
and maybe we do it some more.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe.
I want to
Reading
be.
meter.
I want to be the last person on Twitch. Everyone, get out of here. Clear
No, I'm
out.
not
This is
gonna
my
leave.
Thank you,
time.
Zach.
Clear out. This is my time.
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
All right, now I can
More
finally
bees
talk
coming.
about what I want to talk about.
Chris, me and you can do a sideshow where it's just
Yeah.
me and you the whole time for
Can
another
I
4
play
hours.
video games on this? Can I just start playing like NCAA?
You can. A lot more coming up on the Le Batard and Friends Twitch. There's going to be a lot of different things, maybe with some people from the universe that we can explore with. So that's a little teaser for the next one.
Oh, we're off.
All right.
We're not on anymore.